DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine! Google, it's go time on the Next Gen Roofing Monday. I am fired up here as we bolt headlong into the beginning of football season. I've seen all I need to see. I know all I think I need to know. I have the only Friday night take that for me and my world and where I sit matters. You ready? E.T., good morning.
Sup, I see.
Yeah, I'm just ready. I'm ready to give you the 53, man. Let's go to battle.
Okay.
I mean, it's there. It's right there in front. There's a couple of how is this offensive line going to play out? My guess, Macari to the pup, Walker Little to the trade market, Ledidoga and Faalele and Macari, between the three of them, will fill the other two spots there. So I'm not going to list off the offensive lineman. I believe now the way it sits and the way it shakes down, that's really the only decision to be made. I don't think there's really a decision to be made. If you go by what they did a year ago, and last year they kind of did it a little bit different from others. They went defense heavy. It was like 27 on defense, 23 on offense, then the three specialists. This year they have a lot more flexibility because they've got because you put Travis Hunter at either corner at receiver when you're looking at the depth chart, so it'll give them some flexibility. But if you look at the interior of the defensive line, I think they'll go with 5 like they did a year ago. By the way, look at last year's 5 at this point. This year seems better to me. But with Armstead healthy, Devon Hamilton another year removed from injury and healthy, playing his best football according to his teammates, plus what they've added there, whether it was through a trade. They like Matt Dickerson and his emergence, and obviously they drafted a defensive tackle, Regis. Those will be your 5 there. Your edge rushers, last year they kept 6. I think maybe this year they can make that number 5 because of the versatility of some of the outside guys. But, I mean, you're going to have Trayvon, you're going to have Josh Allen, you're going to have Strigal, you're going to have B.J. Green, you're going to have Wesley Williams. So maybe we're competing with the young guys for that last edge rusher spot. I mean, I just don't see a lot of openings there. And I see really, other than the questions at running back, as it all shakes out, I don't know who the 5th corner is. Now, that's a great luxury to have here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all gnash our teeth and, wring our hands over the prospect of who the 5th corner might be. The top 4 are really good. I would say the top 4, probably top 5 to 10 cornerback unit in the NFL. They may be under the radar now, but I think that's where the talent will put them. But that 5th guy is kind of up for grabs, right? Braswell's a name that's been around for a couple, 3 years. Muhammad had flashed somewhat in camp. It's not really making plays in the games. That's about it. How does going into opening week, how does that offensive line, they've got about 11 guys for 9 spots. So you're going to have to make some decisions here, and I think Macari to the pup would make sense, especially with Van Lanen back. If Van Lanen is back and healthy, Walker Little is just a high-priced, you don't have a need. The interior of that line and those young guys with Cleveland and Pregnon and Milam and Monheim, there's enough there, not to mention Idoga and Faele, natural guards. So we'll see. But, I mean, that's what I take. And the reason I say that, and I premise it with what I saw Friday night. Well, I saw Friday night Liam Cohen do what Dan Hicken predicted he would do, and he played absolutely nobody. If you're playing nobody in week 2 of the preseason, and by nobody, I mean starters, frontline players, And the only ones that have really gone out there in back-to-back weeks have been that battle for the starting linebacker spot vacated by Devin Lloyd, and that's the Ventrell Miller, Ranson Coombs conversation. But outside of that, they didn't play anyone on Friday, and that told me everything I needed to know. Maybe the fourth running back, that looks like it's been decided to me. That's going to be Amir Abdullah, isn't it? Jamari Taylor will go to the practice squad. Some of these young receivers, the two receivers will make the team. You've got the three. You've got Hunter, who can be an and/or, and then you got the two rookies. Do they keep another because of the flexibility of Travis Hunter? Like I said, last year it broke down 27 defense, 23 offense, I believe. This year with Hunter, especially with a focus early season, it looks like definitely for the opener on defense. Maybe you keep that luxury of what would be a seventh receiver if you include Travis Hunter. So who would that be? But those two big rookies, man, they have been making plays since camp began. When you put them into the lineup, with the backups as starters in the preseason, they perform there. But C.J. Williams and Josh Cameron made it awful easy, didn't they? Made it awful easy to keep both those two young receiving prospects. By the way, we get word that Parker Washington should be back for this week's activities. It includes workouts with an S with the Tampa Bay Bucks. We'll get into some of that scheduling. I'll share with you some of Liam Cohen's post-game comments after the loss to the Panthers. I really don't know how much to derive out of it, man. I just told you that outside of a couple spots at the bottom of the roster, there's not a whole lot to take from that game on Friday that applies to our 2026 season. May apply to 2028 or 9. Who knows exactly what's out there running around in their infancy of pro careers. It's off to the practice squad for many of them. But it is, they are what we thought they were. They're a good football team with a quarterback that still seems to be elevating, coming off an incredible year. It should be an end to this curse of no back-to-back playoff seasons. That's what it should be. They are what we thought they were. Yeah, they are what we thought they are to me. That's what it seems like. And if you take the cues of the head coach, who's not playing any of his starters in the preseason, that would seem to be the indicator from that side of it as well. The college football season, ladies and gentlemen, is here. The week zeros. This is so dumb, isn't it? They call it week 0. Officially, week 1 will be the next week, but the week 0 schedule has 3 or 4 games this week. And so college footballs will be flying. Then we get to week 1, and we'll ratchet up with a little bit better slate. This first opening weekend isn't great, but compared to what we've seen in some of these week 0 matchups in previous years, it's pretty good. Then we'll have the week 1. But I tell you what, CBS Sports did something. One of their college football writers who just looked at it from a ball fan's perspective broke down each week of the college football season by its watchability. Like which week this year will be that can't miss, clear your schedule, you want to be in front of the TV all day? And which one is, we could take a pass. We got big games next week. Spoiler alert, when we get to said list, well, I'll just keep it as a spoiler. How about that? All right, just one quick baseball thought. The golf was very dramatic this weekend. I want to certainly touch on that here in the 6 o'clock hour. The Braves, appropriately enough, played in the Little League game last night because they have been playing, and in particular hitting, like Little Leaguers for well over a week now. They were able to salvage 1 of 3 against Milwaukee. That Friday game that we talked about, Mizrowski Sale win as expected. Both were dominant. Milwaukee won 2-1. Brewers won again on Saturday 4-1. If you hung a piñata in the Braves locker room, no player would eat candy. They can't hit. Nothing. You don't even need to blindfold them. Piñata, no blindfold, no candy. Finally, scored 4 last night. Okay, oh well. This after a gut punch late Sunday afternoon. The Phillies trailed 4-0 going to the bottom of the 9th. They were down 4-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and they came back to beat the Cardinals 6-4. Phillies still haven't lost since we last talked to you, and the Braves are just bumming along, and now just 3 games up in the National League East. They have 7 games remaining with the Philadelphia Phillies. It's all relative. So as the leader now of the of positivity when it comes to our ball club, I just want to hang on for dear life and make the postseason. I do. Braves fan, that's what you're going to have to accept this year. There is no miracle postseason run. There's no magic switch that's going to flip. They will go out in round 1 of the postseason as a wild card team if they can hold on to that spot. They have a 7-game lead over the Arizona Diamondbacks for the final wild card. I wouldn't put anything past Team Limp Stick here. They can't hit. Pitching's been okay. But the pitching isn't good enough either. And I'll give you a perfect example. The Braves go home and they start a 3-game series with the Dodgers on Tuesday. So, yeah, you heard me. At Milwaukee, now home to face the Dodgers. Ugh. These are your pitching matchups, okay? Now, granted, and I don't know why Chris Sale isn't pitching one of the Dodgers games for the life of me. Maybe we save him against Colorado. Hopefully you can get a guaranteed win. I don't know. But the pitching matchups, and this is without Ohtani pitching, it's without Skubal pitching, and it's without Blake Snell pitching, who threw his 3rd straight dominant masterpiece last night. By the way, this weekend, Dodgers got wins from Skubal and Snell. They're not even part of the pitching forecast for the next 3 days, which if the Braves were playing, say, the Dodgers in a postseason, they would be. But tonight, it's Eller against Tyler Glasnow. Huge advantage. Then it's Smith Shawver, a rookie, against Roy Sasaki, who has struggled. Well, he'll get that right in the trip to Dixie. And then in the finale, Grant Holmes against Yamamoto. And so imagine that your season's on the line. You're about to start a best, 4 out of 7 with the Dodgers, and that's what you're trotting out there. That's the reality of the postseason once the Braves get there. They'll have Chris Sale, and they'll probably waste like a 2-run effort by scoring 0 or 1 runs. And then they're going to send guys out who are just not good enough for that time of year. Not for 3 or 4 or 5 starts in a row, which is what you're going to have to piece together once you get to the postseason. So we shall see. The Braves did salvage the Little League game last night. As I watched some of the Little League game on ESPN, I thought, boy, it's real smart to have this on ESPN. But if I were going to showcase one or the other, one on Netflix, one on ESPN, I would have put the Field of Dreams game on ESPN, and I would have put the Little League game on Netflix because of the demo. Your typical baseball fan with an ode to the nostalgia, much more likely to watch it on cable than Netflix. And Netflix just hits the sweet spot for little leaguers. I mean, that's where they go first when they turn, the entertainment options on. But nonetheless, I digress. Braves got a win last night. And we got more baseball news. I want to touch on the golf situation. Wyndham Clark, another winner. I guess he's going to have to embrace the villain's role. I think it's coming at him too strong. I don't like a golf tournament coming down the stretch in middle America, St. Louis, and they're rooting for Rory McIlroy over Wyndham Clark. I got a problem with that. But that's just me. You can root for who you want to. And I certainly get the list of infractions against Wyndham Clark, but I'll take him over Rory all day long when it comes to a rooting interest, at least. That was another Rory observation that I have from this weekend that I would claim the golf gods little G got involved in. More on that, too. Let's hear from Liam Cohen after the second preseason game. I can't imagine there's any world where the starters play in preseason game number 3, so they'll get all their work in with the dual workouts with the Bucks. More on that and that scheduling that's coming up this week. As we get you up and rolling here on a Next Gen Roofing Monday, so glad you're with us, and you'll be glad that you call Next Gen Roofing for all your roofing needs. Trust me on that. Don't fall for some cold call text that you get from some said roofing company that just went through your neighborhood that week, and you look like a candidate. No. When you have a roofing need, you'll know it. And if it's been a while and you don't know it, then you call someone you can trust, the professionals at Next Gen Roofing and nextgenroofing.com.
Ever wonder if Rick Ballou has an alternate identity?
Paddy O'Brien,
He'll never tell.
ex-Irish assassin.
Ballou.
Scotland Yard would love to get their hands on that.
Evenings
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
on 1010XL.
They are after me, Lucky Charms.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
If replacing those old windows has been on your someday list, well, this is the perfect time to make it happen with the end of summer sale at Renewal by Anderson. Buy 4 windows and get the 5th free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer ends August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Give us your hot take.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
On the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm awake and I speak English, so yeah, I do know what you're saying.
Be part of the conversation. 641-1010.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is former NFL quarterback David Garrard. If your knees have taken a beating and you're finally ready to do something about it, then let Southeast Orthopedic take a look. Come on, do your knees a favor.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey gang, Hicken here. You know I've been using Zero Res for years now. Heck, I used a couple other guys way back when, even tried to do-it-yourself cleaning. Learned real quick that ain't for us. With Zero Res, the zero residue carpet cleaner leaves your carpets truly clean with no dirt-attracting soaps or harsh chemicals. And they're affordable. This month, get 3 rooms starting at $119 plus a free hallway for the remainder of the month. Call 287-5727 or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special.
Zero Res.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-4477. hairforme.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All kinds of drama on the PGA Tour this week. First, ET, I know you sent the results. I don't even know where my phone is, to be honest. That's a problem. Did Hicken have Wyndham?
No.
Did anyone have Wyndham?
Nobody had
Okay, I thought maybe so. So it's kind of just held its course. Did you pass me? Maybe I moved to last. Probably not, huh?
No, as I'm doing this math, you probably moved to
I had
first.
Cantlay, didn't I?
You had Cantlay, yeah.
I can't pass Tour, though.
Oh, no, he had 25. I forgot.
Yeah. But I probably passed Hicken then.
Oh, yeah, Hick did bad.
Yeah, it don't matter.
He had
unless you passed him.
No, he had Hideki and Xander. They ain't do nothing.
So but no drama. At first and fourth stayed the same, and second and third might flip flop, right?
Pretty
Who cares?
much.
Yeah. Well, there was drama on the PGA Tour. I'll say this for Wyndham Clark, and for whatever reason, I get it more at the U.S. Open when he was paired with Scotty Scheffler, but even there, it went way too far. It went from rooting for Scheffler to rooting against Clark. Things like as you hit the ball in the par 3, fans yelling, "Get in the bunker," that kind of crud. Just weak. Yes, what I was going to say, though, he won the Byron Nelson going away, and then he started the final round of U.S. Open with a big lead against Scotty. Remember, he ran him down, and yet Wyndham Clark finished him off. Same thing happened yesterday with Rory. He was paired with Rory in the final round. He had a 5-shot lead going into the final round, and he blew it by the turn for the most part. Maybe not to Rory, but others made runs at him. And finally, Rory caught him in the middle of the back 9, and it sure looked like Wyndham Clark, who was like 3 over par on his round at that point, was going to melt away. And he stared him down, made a big birdie on a long par 3. And ultimately, he went on to win over McIlroy pretty easily. And so for Wyndham Clark, it is his 3rd win of the year. And I would remind you, in 2 of those, he played in the final round with McIlroy and with Scheffler. Each of them, he let him back in and was still able to close them out. So job well done on that. From that standpoint, does Wyndham Clark throw himself into Player of the Year conversations? Perhaps. I don't, it seems to me that the Player of the Year should be the guy who wins the tournament this coming week. He's the FedEx Cup champ. And Rory now, by the way, who kind of saw a return to his A game, will try and win the FedEx Cup Championship for the 4th time. He's the only golfer to do it 3 times, and suddenly his game looks up for it. Circle back to Rory in just a second, but I want to move to Scotty real quick because we learn after the fact that Scotty played the tournament with something called hand, foot, and mouth disease. Now, if you've had little kids, you probably know what hand, foot, and mouth disease is. It's pretty common among infants and toddlers. They just, get in the dirt. They pick. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't remember how it presents exactly, but I think it's usually like with a rash is how you know that if your kid has it, but it's supposedly very contagious. So that would change maybe the dynamics a little bit, but Scheffler had the disease. He knew it Monday after he won the FedEx St. Jude Championship, developed painful blisters on his hands, feet, and throat, which made it difficult to grip a golf club earlier in the week at Belle Reve. And doctors and advisors explicitly recommend he withdraw from the tournament because of how contagious it is. Yet, he went ahead and played through stubbornness and refusal to quit mid-tournament, even though he wasn't playing well. Look, I like it. I wouldn't want to catch this hand, foot, and mouth disease, I suppose. We'll see if any of the pros do. I would doubt it. The ones that are ticked are the bettors. And they might have a point in this case. If we're going to go fully forward, and we're going hard and fast when it comes to the gambling, then you probably ought to have the benefit of knowing that the superstar, the favorite in the field, has blisters on his hands and feet. Might affect how you play things. In the NFL, you would know those things. You can't, your quarterback can't have a broken right ankle and you not know it till he hobbles out, for the first possession. So, Scheffler, by the way, he kept fighting. He fought hard. He finished T12, but later conceded resting and pulling out would have been the smarter choice. And I can listen, he's earning his way off of these guys speaking these platitudes of how important the sport really is to him in the grand scheme. And then they go out and they perform like dogs. Trevor said something real similar. People tried to make something out of when he was first coming into the league. And no matter how important football was, his faith, his family, those things were more important. Doesn't mean that you're going to give any less to your sport or quit because of those things. It just means that you're going to represent those when you do go out. And this is a perfect example. This doesn't seem like a guy who doesn't care. Who I think his quote was, "It's not that important to me." I think that's the one that's stuck with me. In the big picture, it's not that important to me. Trevor didn't go that far with his comments, I believe, to SI when he was first coming into the league, and maybe even before he was a Jaguar. So anyway, we had that. And then we had this, and this just rubbed me the wrong way, and so I will do what Rory did, but as a talk show host, you come to expect that of me. You're not always going to get an abject, objective answer. So when I say, I'm going to preface my comments, I'm going to preface my thoughts on something I saw yesterday with, I'll just say, I'm just going to be up front, I don't really like the guy. Right? That's the out Rory took when he, put Bryson DeChambeau on blast and was, fully aware of everything that Bryson did and how performative he was. Yesterday's incident wasn't nearly as big, but if you're going to be Mr. Perfect, I found it to be a little bit performative, and it just knocked Rory one more notch down as far as I'm concerned. But he had a play late in the game. He was probably on about the 15th hole, and he hit his approach shot, and the ball hit on the green. It rolled off the green through the fringe, and it was kind of almost up against the collar. You know what the collar is? That's where it goes to the deep rough, from the fringe to the deep rough. It's a pain if you're up near the collar because you can't get a good, pure putting stroke on the ball. That rough behind it will interfere. It makes it a much dicier little shot to pull off. Well, Rory took his stance for said putt, and then, moved just enough so that the very back part of his left heel was barely touching the rim of a sprinkler that was there in the rough near the green. A little performative, if you ask me. So he got a drop, got to move it, down on the fringe, and had a perfect backswing for his par putt. Instead of taking his medicine and playing the shot that he actually hit, he utilized a rule. Technically, it's not cheating, but he had to really extend that foot out over it and stand probably not exactly naturally to get the ruling. So I'm just saying, Rory, when we get into the conversations and accusations of performative, your little two-step on the 15th green yesterday qualified as far as I'm concerned. Going to let you hear from Liam Cohen when we return. Also, the college football season from a watchability standpoint, there are a few weeks in there where you're going to want to clear your Saturday schedule. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Jaguars and Gators, pro, college, and high school sports.
Wow.
Get the most play-by-play on 1010XL, Jacksonville's play-by-play sports radio.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price, they're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costs and repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale, finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
This summer, Hard Rock Bet has the hottest baseball betting odds in Florida. Vig, juice, fee, whatever you call it, we're cutting it. It's the 10-cent summer sale. That's flat 10-cent lines for winner, spread, and over-under pregame bets. Same bets, better odds. This August, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Valid for moneyline, spread and over. Under pregame markets with odds between -250 and +250 only. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, visit AA Automotive on Richard Street. For oil changes to complex repairs, AA Automotive is a full-service repair shop for personal and commercial fleet vehicles. Trust AA to keep your ride running A-OK.
It's about to get real. Training camp is on. Listen to 1010XL throughout the day for all the details and analysis of the passes, runs, and defensive performances. 1010XL's coverage of training camp is brought to you by Green Acres Sporting Goods.
It's a Canes thing. Find out what you need to know about the Canes on the Performance Painting Hurricane Report.
I'm JJ LaSelva, and I'm your connection to Coral Gables.
On 1010XL.
Storm season is here, and at JEA, we're on it. We work year-round to strengthen our electric, water, and sewer systems, making them more storm-resistant. Trees are trimmed around power lines to help reduce outages caused by falling debris. Plus, our online outage map and the MyJEA app make it easier than ever to report and monitor outages. So no matter what this storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more and see how you can prepare at JEA.com.
Hey Jaguars fans, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the team as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the 2026 Everbank Shadows Experience promotion are from 8/17/26 to 12/20/26. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. Member FDIC.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
The Shazam Spotlight this morning brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. Take that short drive. You beat those big city prices, and you will love your car buying experience. Don't always say that in today's day and age, but boys and girls at Murray will hook you up. Kingsland and Stark, by the way, in Stark also Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Van. 2 Murray Superstores in Stark. They got you absolutely covered, but the spotlight shines on the unfortunate last 2 starts for Seattle Mariners pitcher Bryce Miller. Bryce Miller's big right-hander. Lost his second straight start yesterday against the Cubs. He got knocked out pretty early. He's overall 4-8 with a 4.12 ERA, but he's lost his past 8 starts. So you do the math. He started 4-0, and in his last 30 and a half innings, he's given up 27 earned runs. Things fell apart yesterday for him in the 3rd inning. He gave up a grand slam after issuing 3 straight 2-out walks. Overall, he had 7 walks, got hit for 6 runs in 4 1/3 innings. His last game out against the Brewers on Tuesday, it was similar. He gave up 5 earned runs in 4 1/3 innings. So those run totals aren't outrageous. They're terrible, but not outrageous. 6 yesterday, 5 the previous. But you see, each game ended up devolving even further. And so now Bryce Miller, congratulations. You're the first player in over 100 years to lose consecutive starts by at least 17 runs. Yeah, the Brewers beat them 22-0, and the Cubs beat them yesterday 19-2. Now, Miller didn't take every one of those strays, but nonetheless, in his starts now, in back-to-back outings, he's gotten absolutely hammerjacked. All right, so the Jacksonville Jaguars have dual workouts, joint practices with the Bucks. The Tuesday joint practice session is open. You've got to go through the normal logistics there. You got to, if it's not too late, I don't know, it may be sold out already, but you got to go through Jaguars.com and get your ticket and your parking and all that good stuff. But, you know, that we've learned now in these first 2 weeks, if you're looking to see anything out of frontline players, this is where you're going to see it. You know, that was made clear by Liam Cohen when he didn't play any of the starters in week 2 of the preseason. But they'll have joint practices tomorrow and Wednesday. Cut day is Sunday, man. So we're down to it. Then there'll be a week off before the Jaguars' regular season opens on a Sunday. Of course, football starts early in week 1 with a Wednesday night game, a Thursday night game, and a Friday night game. And, oh, by the way, I'm here for it. All right, the Jags were back on the practice field yesterday, but first, just a couple of comments from the head coach on both the game Friday and the way things are emerging now as camp draws to a conclusion, to a close. First, Cole Van Lanen, who is just recently off the PUP list, and the ramping up process begins.
Yeah, a lot of indie work. You know, he'll get a ton of indie. You know, a lot of that, like, not necessarily 11 on 11 yet in those settings. Get him some extra work on the side. Like, he'll do a lot with the offensive line and an individual, and some of that. We'll be able to do some more of the walkthrough settings to get more of the mental reps. And then when he can't go in some of the team periods, go with the strength and conditioning staff still and continue to work on that conditioning. Obviously, look forward to getting him into some of these team drills here soon.
All right, meanwhile, in the game on Friday night, I don't know how much to take. Joey Aguilar has kind of done a nice job. He's been fourth, in line on a night where Carter Bradley really struggled. Nick Mullins was pretty good in his brief time. It would have had a perfect 7-for-7 night with a touchdown if not for a untimely drop by Amir Abdullah, but more on Abdullah in a second. Don't let that be what you think about him from the other night, because he probably opened some eyes. And then Aguilar came in late and had a touchdown. He's had another 9 for 10 or something. So he's been very efficient. Carter Bradley struggled in the middle stages. Meanwhile, it was Abdullah. Look, there's a battle for that fourth running back spot. Rodriguez, Tootin, and LaQuinn Allen are going to own the top 3. They'll keep 4. So DJ Dallas, Jamari Taylor probably headed for the practice squad. It's probably Dallas versus Abdullah. Abdullah was much better the other day. Dallas unfortunately fumbled as well. So it's looking to me like that veteran. He's the ageless one, this dude, Amir Abdullah. Man, he's been in the league a long time, hasn't he?
11 seasons.
Man, a long time. He's bounced around a few different spots, and apparently I would suspect would end up being that veteran piece that they keep.
Yeah, I thought he definitely showed up tonight. It's kind of what we've all been seeing in a lot of ways in practice. And, you talk about a pro's pro and a guy that just does everything right. One of the first guys in the building with Parker, and takes care of himself, treats himself the right way in terms of his body and getting his mind right for practice every day. And then was able to show up tonight and obviously look a little bit, better than everybody else in a lot of ways.
All right, meanwhile, the Jaguars were back on the practice field yesterday. It sure seems like Emmanuel Pregnon may very well be playing his way into a starting spot in the interior of that line. We'll have to wait and see exactly how that plays out. And we have to also continue to monitor. Liam didn't say for sure that Cole Van Lanen will be good to go week 1. So we'll see. And what to do with Makari, that's something that's going to have to be decided. They kept 9 offensive linemen last year. There's probably, after the trade last week, there's probably 11 that would make sense if they were included in the 9. At least, basically all 9 are back from a year ago, and you've added Pregnon and you've added Faalele. So I guess we'll see. Pretty clear where Travis Hunter is going to be used against the Browns. He had another practice session yesterday with no team drill work on the offensive side of the ball. So there is that. Jacoby Myers, we've learned, got banged up, right? He's had a brace on his hand, so we'll see just how that affects things. They do get a boost with Parker Washington's return. So, no pads though yesterday, and we're really, like I said, Parker Washington, his energy returned yesterday. The corners were flashing a little bit. Bashal Tootin used out of the backfield. He's potentially a weapon in that regard as well. So that's where the Jags stand after that preseason game that really didn't show us anything at all when it comes to 2026. I think it showed us that we pretty much know what the 53-man roster is, and other than a couple of spots at the end of the offensive line rotation and, maybe the fifth corner, I don't see a whole lot of spots up for grab with just 1 week to go. We'll see. Get excited because college football season shows up, and then we suddenly get the realization of, well, there's really not that much on this week. CBS Sports, I like the way he did it. I went through each week of the college football schedule to rank the slates from best to worst. My tiers are subjective. I did my best to make tier 1 an exclusive club. Nothing as special as everything is. Beyond that, certain games are going to matter more to certain fan bases. I get it. So these games were sorted from the perspective of a neutral college football fan who just loves ball. Tier 1 are matchups consisting of elite versus elite. You'll schedule your entire day around these games. The first Tier 1 game, if I'm thinking about the beginning of the season, would be that Ohio State-Texas matchup early. That would be an example of a Tier 1 game. Tier 2, games featuring college football playoff contenders, rivalry games with national appeal, and impactful conference matchups. So that sounds like, say, Florida-Auburn early in the year. Tier 3 can be regional rivalry games, sneaky fun conference games, and really any undercard matchup with the potential to get sideways. That applies to a bunch. So, from a watchability standpoint, if you add up those tiers, which weeks bring the fullest sked? Well, it's not week 0. Silly in its name, but week 0 is this week. But we do have at least 3 games. We have one Tier 2 game, NC State at Virginia. And again, Tier 2 games featuring rivalry games, national appeal, impactful conference matchup. So I suppose in the ACC, just about every matchup early is impactful until you know how the dust is going to settle in that one. It's wide open behind Miami. And then we have North Carolina, TCU, and Dublin, San Jose State, USC. That's it for the week 0 schedule. It ranks 14 in the 1 to 14. All right, let's find out where like weeks 2 and 3 are so we can get down. Week 3 will be a good week. Well, better week. It's ranked 10th of the 14th. LSU, Ole Miss, Florida at Auburn, FSU at Alabama. Those have local interest. The best week. Now, you might think it would be the final week of the season, right? Week 14, you got all those conference matchups. You got tier 1s with like Ohio State, Michigan, and others. The best week of the year, go ahead and set your schedule, the weekend of November 3rd to 7th. So that November 6th or 7th weekend. They say 3rd to 7th now because they start on what, Tuesday by then? Three Tier 1 games. Oregon at Ohio State, Miami at Notre Dame, and Alabama at LSU. Whew. That's a big boy day. Step down to Tier 2. I don't know. You can almost put this one in Tier 1. Georgia at Ole Miss. You also have Penn State at Washington, BYU at Utah. Say that's the best weekend of college football. Next is week 7. That's the October 13th weekend. Tier 1, Ohio State, Indiana. Tier 2 includes Alabama, Tennessee, Penn State, Michigan. Florida at Texas is in Tier 3. Auburn at Georgia is in Tier 3. FSU at Miami is in Tier 3. Ooh, that's going to be a big week around here. The week of October, 17th. October 17th, we're going to have Florida at Texas, Auburn at Georgia, and FSU at Miami. So in this studio, that will be a very active weekend. But anyway, I saw that on CBS Sports if you want to give it a quick look-see. Back with the football fix news from the NFL with preseason week number 2 in the books. All that and more on a Next Gen Roofing Monday.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Braves beat the Brewers 4-2 in the Little League Classic. Braves at home tomorrow with the Dodgers. LA, the -195 series favorite. Tampa Bay Rays have Drew Rasmussen on the hill today. He's 13-5 with a 3.01 ERA and a $1.35 road favorite at Detroit. 7.5 over the total at Comerica Park. Florida State hosting New Mexico State at Doak Campbell Stadium on Saturday to kick off the season. Seminoles, a 31.5-point favorite, 53.5 the total. Jaguars fall to the Panthers 34-17 in week 2 of the preseason. The preseason finale Friday at home with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keystoprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Ace Carline here for Atlantic Infinity, and yes, I'm still loving my new QX60. Right now, you can lease one or lock in just 1.9% financing for 60 months, and every new Infinity comes with the Atlantic Infinity Promise. That's over $7,000 in added value. That's one of many reasons why I bought mine there. No pressure, no games, just a great experience. Make your next ride an Infinity from Atlantic Infinity. Visit AtlanticInfinity.com or the showroom near Atlantic and St. John's Bluff.
Hear that? That's not relaxing. That's a roof leak. At Endless Summer Roofing, we remove indoor water features from places they don't belong. Quality roofing, honest service, no duct tape solutions. EndlessSummerRoofing.com. Your ceiling will thank you.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal. Hey, Jason, I'm glad your technician could come look at my air conditioner on Monday. You guys were crazy busy.
Mondays are always crazy. What happened?
Oh, stupid AC started making a funny noise Friday night, so I had to put up with it all weekend before I could call you Monday morning.
Why didn't you call on Saturday or Sunday?
What? And leave a message for who knows when?
We answer the phone all weekend, and we can have a crew dispatched right away.
You can?
We have expert crews on call all weekend long. And if they're on call, they'd actually like to work.
You mean I could have called on Friday and had it fixed on Saturday?
Or called on Sunday and had it fixed on Sunday.
For the same price as always?
Same as Monday to Friday. We have the same world-class service at the same prices 7 days a week.
Really?
If you call on the weekend, your problem gets fixed on the weekend.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
You are not looking for just another job. You are looking for what's next. At Miller Electric, you'll work on projects that shape communities, learn from some of the best in the industry, and build a career with a company that's been trusted for nearly 100 years. With competitive pay, outstanding benefits, ongoing training, and a culture that puts people first, Miller Electric is the place where careers grow. Take the next step at MillerCareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I went to the branch on 210 to get my car loan and had a fantastic experience. I got a great rate and was in and out. The online banking services are also outstanding. Depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we're back with a football fix. It's brought to you by Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team at the Bowers Agency got you hooked up, man. A game plan personalized for you. Nothing scripted here. We're going to go on the fly. And listen, if Mandy can't help and give you a better deal than your current insurance provider, guess what? She'll let you know. Say you got a good, you're good here. Move along. So trust the assurance of a Mandy and the home course. Join the Creek Golf Club. Oh, tee it high and let it fly. I am just lusting to get out on the golf course. I said it Friday. These jokers play 3 times more golf than I do. What has happened to my life? I suppose the Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders is a juicy enough storyline that it would carry weight no matter where I was sitting this morning. But I find myself watching that one with a little bit of extra interest because we open against the Browns, and I would like it as convoluted and toxic as possible. And so far, so good. I actually watched some of that Browns game, and I was close to being on board with Shedeur Sanders, who was putting up pretty good numbers, making good decisions, had a touchdown throw. He threw a couple nice third-down conversions. He looked pretty good in the pocket, and then just like that, he threw a ball behind a receiver. It led to an interception. The Browns went on to lose 31-7. But then Deshaun Watson came in, and he was not good at all statistically, and they booed him ferociously. And I think he's misjudging a little bit what the reason for the boos. He says they're booing me for personal reasons, not the play on the field. And that there's some truth in that. But more than anything, they're booing Deshaun Watson to tell the team that they want Shedeur Sanders. I mean, that's the biggest reason for the boos. The groundswell wants Shedeur Sanders. Now, there's enough baggage there with Deshaun Watson. You can make an argument they're booing him for a variety of reasons. But I think he misses it a little bit if he thinks it's just because they hate him personally. I don't know. We shall see. As for who will the starting quarterback be, this plan was always for Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders to get one start apiece in the preseason. Todd Monken has that data at least. I just, man, of all of the, and there's no sure thing, careful in the NFL ever counting any chickens. Man, Cleveland coming into Jacksonville in week 1 sure looks like one of the toughest spots that any NFL team is going to be in. They've got a rookie head coach. They've got issues at quarterback. There were other not so great headlines for him yesterday. Browns starting defensive end, Alex Wright, ruptured Achilles in joint practice with the Bills. He's going to go on the season-ending injured reserve. They did sign a veteran pass rusher, Derek Barnett, but don't forget, right, Myles Garrett's playing somewhere else. It's that Browns defense that has been so good. They've kept them relevant. I use the term loosely for the past few years, but even that side of the ball is banged up and not great shape. And I'll remind you that, 2 weeks from this Sunday, Jags and Browns will be playing down at the stadium. It just momentum has not gotten going for Ashton Jeanty. It's now believed that Jeanty, who had to be helped off the practice field yesterday, has a sprained ankle. Raiders unsure how long will be out. Look, it quote, not considered a long-term injury, but, we know those sprained ankles. The big determinant here, is it a high ankle sprain, like Jeremiah Love, I believe, has in Arizona? Is it a standard ankle sprain? A standard ankle sprain? Typically, if you're an athlete like this, you've sprained those ankles a bunch by now. And those standards, they can hurt like the devil when you first do them, and they'll swell up, and you'll look like you're, headed for a hospital somewhere, but they'll tend to settle down and feel better and re-strengthen within a couple of weeks. So I guess we'll see. Raiders are declining comment on just how long he might be out. But Jeanty ran behind a terrible offensive line. We told you he got hit quicker than any other running back in the league last year once they said hike. And it won't help now, obviously. One preseason game last night involved a division team. The Titans fell behind Seattle early. They did rally to win, and if that really matters. I did see that rookie receiver, Carnell Tate, kind of short arm one a little bit over there on the sidelines. Not gonna lie, I don't mind seeing that. Not the trailblazer you want to be, if you ask me. Daquan Wright is now going to be waived by the Browns, where he'll enter the transfer portal and not go to the Bengals. Well, he will go to the Bengals, the Bengal Tigers of LSU. So he's got an agreement in place to go to LSU if he clears waivers. Some NFL teams should grab him. And that'll make him the first player to have an agreement to return to play in college after signing with an NFL team as an undrafted free agent. Signed originally, by the way, he's already gone through 2 NFL teams. Signed originally with the Eagles after the draft, then claimed on waivers by the Browns on August 11th. Did not play in either of the 2 preseason games. So this isn't about giving up a surefire NFL career. It's about, okay, you're going to let me go back and get $1 million? Todd Monken, when asked about the situation, he's the Browns head coach. Man, isn't this bleep crazy? I don't even know what to say. I wondered why Lane Kiffin reached out to me a week ago. Now I know. I didn't call him back. I guess I should have. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Mandy at the Bowers Agency and the home course, the Jointed Creek Golf Club. Hick and Arrival and more coming your way next. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
We live here because we love it here. This is Jacksonville. This is 1010XL.
I've worked with a lot of advertisers over the years, and you learn pretty quickly which ones are selling something and which ones actually care what happens after the sale. I'm Greg Gajewski, and when Awaken 180 first came to 1010XL, it started with Mike Dempsey, then Matt Hayes. From that first call, they wanted to understand our audience, not just buy a schedule. I talked with Paige, learned how the program worked, and at one point said, we got a guy, hacker, that could really use this. And her answer was immediate, let's help him. That's their entire mission. That's always been their answer. No revolving door, no corporate runaround. Paige never franchised Awaken 180 because she wants every coach, client, and endorser to feel supported. I saw that as a business partner, and then I experienced it myself. I went on the program and lost 50 pounds. That's why I endorse Awaken 180, not just because they're a 1010XL client, but because they care about people, and you feel it every day. Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, First Coast, Hicken here on 1010XL. Tired of driving past the greenest yard on the block and wishing it was yours? TopDressing.com turns that around. They aerate and top dress with premium organic material so your lawn grows thicker, stronger, and noticeably greener. I know because I had it done. Homeowners across Jacks are starting to find out. Make your yard the one everybody talks about. Do like I did. Call 888-850-1850 or visit topdressing.com.
Film study and preparation, injuries and fan expectation. Get the perspective of an elite athlete. Patrick Young has breakfast with The Drill Friday morning at 8:30. Tipped off by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and Kuhn Flowers on 1010XL.
Mike Dempsey, if you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5 Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5 Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbathsolutions.com and get the 5-star experience.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret: Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a dandy today.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hicken here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in-ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
You trusted a medical professional with your care. When that trust is broken, the results can be devastating. Medical error can leave patients and families facing unanswered questions and lifelong challenges. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggetts helps you understand and protect your legal rights after medical negligence. No fees unless you recover damages. We're here to help. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggetts, offices Jacksonville.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. On Sunday's presser, Liam Cohen commented on the focus of remaining joint practices.
For the joint with Tampa and just getting those guys a ton of rep. We won't be in pads again until game week.
Florida Sun's number 3 FSU, Kyra Taylor buried 2 goals as Gators soccer rolled to an upset, their first win over the Seminoles since 2015. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently at 7:01, it's 77 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller. Stay tuned, because the Dan Hicken Arrival and more is coming up next right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Must be Monday. You know it! Yes, sir! Here we go! Come on, Jacksonville! Get up!
Still JT.
Roll down the window.
JT firing this morning.
Let it go! Woo! Woo!
You didn't get it all out this weekend. You just...
That was torture.
Yeah.
God bless you, Jag fans who went to that one.
We saw.
By the way, an incomplete game. I'd like you to know. I don't think it should count as a loss. With 2 minutes to go, code blue, rain, and called the game. We didn't finish.
Nice.
I thought we were coming back. Pena just scored. I didn't know.
I mean, what about the betting line?
I thought things were going to happen. That baby better be taken off the board. I had a guy last night told me I bet on the Jags. I said, listen to me. If you haven't learned one thing now, you should be betting against the Jags in the preseason. Liam Cohen doesn't care, and that's fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't care, though. He does not care whatsoever what happens in the preseason
I
game.
saw all I needed to see from Friday night's game by the designation of who wasn't playing. I don't know if we've ever had a year, Hick, that the 53 is, I mean, there's like, there may be 11 offensive linemen for 9, depending on how they end up, pupping or whatever. And maybe the 5th corner. Maybe the 6th or 7th safety. I don't know, bro. It looks pretty wide open. Those 2 rookie receivers are going to make the roster.
Right.
They're going to keep 4 tight ends. It'll be Quentin Morris and the 2 rookies and Strange. I mean, it just seems like there doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of drama going into the cut date.
Sure.
I mean, it's set. It really is. It's set. I mean, when I say set, I really don't see. I don't know if I see a legitimate fight for that 53rd spot.
Well, Brown, Lewis, Myers, Jones, Allen, Johnson, Thomas, Washington, Hunter, Lawrence, Aluakon, Rodriguez, Murray, Tootin, McLeod, Hines Allen, Walker, Gardeck, Hamilton, Kaiser, Adoga, Monheim, Christian, Milam, Macari, Falele, Van Lannon, Little, Hainsey, Pregnon, Cleveland, Harrison, Strange, Borkature, Armstead, Dickerson, Regis. Didn't play.
Right. That tells you they got the 53. We know what it is.
Didn't play.
Yeah, you were right. By the way, we talked about it. I thought we might see some defense and a couple running backs, but no, they have seen enough through the evaluation. That's clear. They've seen it through camp, through the offseason, through the 2 joint practices.
I don't know if they've seen enough or they're not willing to take risk whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I mean, that's how the Rams do it. If that's how you want it, it's your it's coach-centric. It's Liam's call. And they ain't going to play this Friday, so that's it. Book it.
Dude said that Hard Rock voided the game.
Oh, really?
He got his money back. Somebody had the Jags. I don't know if that was the same guy you're talking about. Probably not.
Probably not, but I hope so. I hope they got their money back. Because, like I said, they didn't finish. All of a sudden, I walked down on the field to do the post-game show, and I felt this like coolness in the air.
Oh,
by the way, it is, again, nobody cares. Inside the stadium, it was fine. It's fine. But the media boys got to do some navigating to find their way if you're trying to get to the press box and back down. I left at the beginning of the fourth quarter. I made it with 2 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I went down to do the post-game show and felt a little coolness. And I said, uh-oh, we got something
Rain's coming.
All of a sudden. Now, it's dark, so you can't really see it. I didn't see any lightning, but I see code blue come up, which means, code blue. That's the old lightning within 10 miles. And I'm like, well, and I see poor Kyle Trask. He's throwing a couple balls. He's ready to come in and get a drive. And I thought to myself, oh, Kyle, you ain't going to get to play tonight. I said, there's no way. They're telling the fans to skedaddle. There's no way they're going to have the players play here. And they're standing around. I'm like, what are we waiting for? They're going to call the game. They're going to call the game. Sure enough, call the game. So, 2 minutes to go. Ball game called. You knew once if from a degenerate point of view, if the ones are going out and your ones aren't going out, and in fact, there's 37 of you missing.
Yeah, maybe play first quarter Panthers or halftime Panthers.
Yeah. Generally what's going to occur, and it did for all intents and purposes. Carolina took the Jags and
I would be curious to get Matt Every's perspective on this.
Matt Every,
not only as a former PGA Tour pro, but he does the BetCast, some of those betting themed shows for PGA and others, right? ESPN, some of their different programming. Is there an obligation if the favorite in the golf tournament has blisters on his hands and feet? Is there an obligation that should be forthcoming knowledge before things get going? I mean, golf, like every other sport, they're all in on the gambling. Well, that seems if the same thing happened in the NFL, then it'd be a big story this morning.
Scotty Scheffler has hand, foot, and mouth disease from his
you get them from little kids. They get them all the time. I think if you've had kids, yours probably had them.
Yeah,
at some point.
Yeah. So he wasn't able to.
But he's bothered by it. Listen, from a competitive standpoint, dude, I don't bet. I appreciate the want to.
Right.
Been you think Rory would have finished the weekend? And so it flies in the face of, the missed point when, Scotty, and the point of the quote that I remember and stuck with me in a bad way is it's not that important to me. And I've made too much of that part of the statement and not whatever else went around it, because this flies in the face about any question about the importance.
Hey, play through.
Right. For Scheffler. Completely unnecessary. He leads the point standings by 1 million.
Yeah.
He knows his spot going into next
Clark,
week.
though, hey, how about me for player of the year?
Well,
I got 3. I got a major. He's got 2. He doesn't have a major.
And I stared down Rory McIlroy in my final group for one of my wins and Scotty Scheffler for the other.
Yeah. And I just got a hot girlfriend to move in with me.
Well, that's what people are saying. I did see that reported.
I mean, that's a winning season, isn't it, E?
It's a winning season.
Yeah. What? You all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was looking up a stat here.
Okay.
Stat guy this morning.
It's Monday, I know how you are on Mondays.
No, because the game was on Friday, so I was good.
Voice doesn't sound so scratchy. I have video of E imbibing with the boys, though, with the doctor.
They got me.
Preseason. First caller, Paul, and the doctor, and there's E chug-a-lugging some sort of
what
bottle
was it?
of.
What was it? Do you know what it was?
It was a jelly shot, bro.
A Jello shot. Okay. You like those Jello shots?
It depends.
Yeah, I'm not a big Jello shot guy.
He's man of the people. If the band,
I prefer to have. I just pour my vodka into something. Pour it in something else. I don't need a mixed message here.
Yeah, I get it, but if it's free too.
Well, sure.
Yeah,
and you'll take 3.
You didn't come visit. Where were you hanging on Friday?
I was a little bit everywhere, bro.
Were you?
I didn't get there. Oh, I was in the club area. I was a little bit everywhere.
A little bit everywhere?
A little bit everywhere.
What'd you think of the inside of the stadium?
So I went to your section.
Yeah.
Everything just looks different.
Yeah.
It just looks different.
It's a little more. You got a little more breeze in there, though.
There is more breeze.
A little wider, isn't it?
Well,
Like the
there's open
concourses.
areas and stuff,
yeah.
So.
I enjoyed it, man. A lot of the boys are worried about the $5 beers and the $5 menus.
Yeah.
They enjoyed that, though.
Yeah. Did it cycle through pretty quick where the lines weren't too outrageous? Because the one thing about that strategy is you do have the less people.
Yeah.
So, it wouldn't jam. Like, if you have 58,000 in the building, it's going to jam up more than you got 38 or 35 or whatever the number lands on.
Yeah, it was interesting. It's definitely interesting, but the product on the field was, it is what it is. I mean, at this point. So.
Yeah. And it's even to the point of, I don't care if you're a deep into the roster NFL Nick. You didn't take, there's nothing from that game for you.
Man, I got to tell you. Hold on.
What's wrong?
What you got?
I think I saved it here. Hold on.
Kind of gave me a little bit of a come on, man.
No,
what's wrong?
Kudos to you.
To me?
No.
Okay, thank
you. To you, the people. If any one of you can tell me, we should give away. We give away stuff all the time for the silliest stuff. Caller number 3 wins, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
We should give a damn brand new car or a
wow,
damn European vacation. If you can tell me, Jeff Prosser, can you tell me, hell, 2 of the starting 5 on the O-line, either of you?
On our starting?
On our starting 5 on the O-line.
This year?
From Friday?
No, Friday night. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll listen. I'll take it off the air.
I know that we've got that league cat.
There you go. You got one.
Yeah. Darren Lee. I know we've got him. And so they the whole 11. They set those whole 10, huh? None of those 10 played, huh?
I mean, there's
11 for 9
I will tell you
spots.
this.
That's what it is. There's 11 offensive line for 9. If they keep 9 like they did last year,
I'll tell you this: the Pregnon kid, and he warmed up. He is put together well.
Yeah.
He's a big. He reminds me. Who is that big left tackle I told you I used to be scared of? I was walking. I was walking in Jersey one time, and I had to cross the street because
our guy,
Parnell.
Yeah.
Remember Jeremy Parnell?
Yes.
No E.
Yes.
How big that dude was?
Yes.
That's what Pregnon looks like. He is. I mean, his arms are gigantic. He's a big dude, but he's a sweater.
Yeah.
And so he was dripping, which I don't blame him. But I thought he was going to play because he was warm. But no, he didn't play either. So go ahead. All right, you got Lee. That's very good.
There's is there like a Gerard, like a Christian Gerard or a Leonard?
Oh yeah, Christian. He didn't play.
He didn't play.
No, he was one of the 37.
Okay.
Yeah. Eve, feel free to jump in.
There's a dude who's got like a long, like European looking name. Like it could be like.
We always like got
Slavic.
We got one Nigerian. So that's a tough one. You're never going to get him unless that guy's a starter.
Yeah,
you really can't.
No, and I've seen the name. It didn't stick to memory.
Obedegu.
Yeah, so
whatever his name is.
Okay.
He was at right tackle. The only other guy that I even heard of was Mustafa. Mustafa played.
Okay, good for Mustafa. I must defer to that one.
Yeah. Zier was at left tackle, and Carvin went right guard.
Carvin.
Yeah.
No, I'm cooked, bro.
Yeah, I mean.
Starving Carvin.
I mean. Zier, Lee, Mustafa, Carvin, and Obedegu.
Yeah.
I mean, what do we?
Well said.
I mean, that's the 5 starting offensive.
Well, yeah.
You think they're going to trot Trevor out behind that wall? No disrespect, fellas.
Yeah,
God
they would have had to play more personnel if they were going to play some personnel.
I like to thank Ryan O'Halloran for posting that. Otherwise, I would have never known.
And by the way, there's no way in hockey sticks any of them play this week. That would just defeat the entire purpose of the preseason.
Well, they got 2 practices with the Bucks. They're not going to
one open and then the one on Wednesday closed.
You're
to the public.
doing yourself if you're a Jag fan and you have a choice, like an opportunity, should I go to the joint or should I go to the game? Go to the joint.
Yeah, if you can.
Go to the joint. Now
it'll be more intense.
It's a fun party at the Jags game.
Yeah, the first preseason game, the second one.
We were working, so I don't, we do pregame and postgame on TV, so it's busy. But you're bopping around. How was it? The atmosphere was decent.
Atmosphere was still decent.
Yeah. The crowd looked decent.
Yeah, crowd was decent.
A lot of people tailgating.
Yeah.
It was on a Friday night, so it gave people to get out something to do.
Right. So anyway,
we had some eye-opening high school opening week matchups. We'll touch on this morning as well.
Lockett Law, and
we're the one show that doesn't forget about the high school game. So
honestly,
nothing shocked you?
No, honestly, Jags shouldn't play on Friday.
Yeah,
that was a miss.
Yeah.
And they're doing it again this Friday. And I don't know if the league schedules that or whatever, but it's been. Let me put it this way: I saw a bunch of dudes. I had at least 4 people ask me about high school football inside the stadium.
Yeah,
Oakleaf Reigns was sold out. You couldn't get in.
It was a great game.
Yeah, they cut it off.
Oakleaf's hung with them this year, right?
Yeah, they hung with him. They were leading Reigns in the second half, and Reigns came back and won, I think, 21-7. Trinity Ed White was a heck of a game.
And Ed White beat him.
Ed White beat him in, overtime, 42-40.
Columbia, who last year lost to Bowles like 31-0.
Beat them.
Beat Bowles this year in the open. There was like 4 top, at least according to TU's poll, 4 top 10 games.
Yeah, they were good games. It's a good point. All right.
And my boys, Creekside Pride beat Nice, which was an upset. And you know who plays this week, I saw?
Who?
Although it's your neighborhood, but not your school. Creekside and Fleming Island play this week.
Okay, I know Bradford and Clay play here. I think. Or Baker and Clay.
No, Baker and
I think Clay got beat. Didn't
that's
they?
our guy.
Jamie Rogers.
Jamie Rogers is back.
Yeah.
Did Clay lose?
Yeah.
Oh, Clay won.
Okay.
You
sure? I think they lost.
He has no idea.
Oh, my boy got busy.
I think they lost. Man.
This is unbelievable.
I mean, the guy's,
do you prepare it all for the program?
I mean, the guy's supposed to be a.
It's your
Blue
school.
Devil pride, bababy.
Where's the BD pride?
Well, it's a problem, man. I was at work. I was at the Jags game. That's why the Jags shouldn't play on Friday.
You ain't got internet in there? Or?
Let me get.
By the way, they lost their week 1 opener to Baker County.
Yeah.
31-19. That's what I thought.
Let me get the Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day in real quick. Brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, also the Florida Gators, the PGA Tour, and the Tampa Bay Rays. Shout out. Looks like they're going to get that stadium built in Tampa. That's good news there.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, it looks like that's getting sent through, and they'll hopefully break ground
Miami's
soon.
the one that should lose their team. Tampa can stay.
Oh, Tampa's great. Listen, go to dreamfindershomes.com. Check them out. I think they build in like 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Oh, just like Charlie just had a 15-foot for birdie and walked off with a 9. Oof, Charlie. That's Charlie Hull, by the way. Are you bothered at all the starters won't play in the Jags preseason? Does that bother you as a fan? Here are your 4 options. In Liam, we trust. ILWT, baby.
Okay.
In Liam, we trust. Preseason is useless. Yes, I want to see him. We're not good enough to not play.
In
Liam, we trust.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think preseason is useless. I think for a fan, though, especially when you are a team that's not playing your starters, it is. Again, there's nothing to glean from. Even if you like to play armchair GM, you couldn't even do that on Friday.
What say you?
ILWT.
Okay, yeah, 44.4. Trust Liam. Explicitly, preseason is useless. 28.6 overall. Over 80% of you could care less about the preseason.
Yeah.
And it's a shift. That's a huge shift in our sports culture of how we view the preseason.
Well, I do think, and we can't know for sure because we can't go back and change the element, so to speak, but it feels less important when you got a good team.
Yeah.
Well, so many years in the past where whoever the 5th receiver is matters because the first 3 aren't any good. You're looking for somebody that can, by the end of the year, emerge as one of your best players.
All right, we just warming up on a Monday here on the Drill on 1010XL 92.
Oh, no, I emptied the chamber. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're done.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. We're connected by a common bond.
We're all lemons. We look like everybody else, but what makes us different is our defect.
We're obsessed with sports.
You're absolutely right.
1010XL.
It don't get no better than this.
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Jacksonville's been wonderful to Beards and my family.
Meet John and Van Lupo, first and second generation owners at Beards Diamonds.
We're always looking to make the shopping experience better for the consumer and grow with Jacksonville.
We're here to do whatever we can to make people happy. We want them to feel comfortable with their purchase.
Beards Diamonds, not another corporate chain jewelry store. A Jacksonville original with non-commissioned experts to guide you, educate you, and help you celebrate those milestones.
We get to be with people in the most important decisions in their life. So it's a wonderful feeling at the end of the day.
So if you're getting engaged, celebrating a special anniversary, or looking for that perfect gift, relax and enjoy the experience at Beards, knowing you are guaranteed the best price, the best value, the best warranties, and the best experience in the jewelry industry.
There's no competition that we can't compete with or beat.
Beards Diamonds, happy to be here for 45 years and counting. In the St. John's Town Center and online at beardsdiamonds.com.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. When it comes to trucks, you need to know the name, and the only name you need to know, George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, our showroom off Atlantic Boulevard is loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. And I don't just talk about them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own. They earn every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, oh yeah. Dependability each and every day. Style, you see my boy Blue. If it's a truck you want, George Moore Chevrolet is who you need. Stop by the Atlanta Boulevard showroom today. Say hi to Gabe and Service and see why truck people keep coming back for more. At George Moore Chevrolet. Together! Let's ride.
Get ready for PGA Tour champions to return to Hammock Beach Golf Resort and Spa for the 2026 Constellation Furyk and Friend, October 9th to 11th.
Hey everyone, this is Jim Furyk. Join us this fall for world-class golf, incredible food, live music, and an unforgettable weekend on the iconic Ocean Course.
Plus, don't miss country music star Billy Currington live at the Furyk Foundation concert on Friday, October 9th. For tickets and info, visit ConstellationFurykandFriends.com.
Sent in, and Sporting Jacks breaks through first.
For the latest on Jacksonville's pro soccer teams, join the Sporting Jacks Coaches Show, presented by Honda of the Avenues, every Tuesday night at 6 on 1010 AM and 1010XL.com.
And that concludes the Joe C. Jack of All Trades show. Tune in next week where I'll be installing my own French drain.
Joe, wake up, man.
Hey, John, I must have dozed off.
We finished those projects you started.
Whoa, my seamless gutters are actually seamless.
And they're connected into underground PVC drain lines.
And my sprinklers. Wow, look at that coverage.
Next time, just call me first, Joe.
I will, but I ain't singing that song.
Clearwater irrigation
and drainage too.
Storm season is here, and at JEA, we're on it. We work year-round to strengthen our electric, water, and sewer systems, making them more storm-resistant. Trees are trimmed around power lines to help reduce outages caused by falling debris. Plus, our online outage map and the My JEA app make it easier than ever to report and monitor outages. So no matter what this storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more and see how you can prepare at JEA.com.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it.
All right, we got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle-dazzle. Lee, what are you dazzling them with today?
And by the way, I don't like the fact that you said my shirt a little snug, bro.
What do you mean? I didn't do that in public.
I did a couple of push-ups, bro.
You. I just thought the shirt was a little tight on you.
No, man, that the shirt fit. But anyways, I got a Firehouse swag. I got a Firehouse swag bag full of goodies and prizes, including 2 free adult subs.
Oh!
And 2 free kid subs. All you got to do is holler at your boy at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Hey, Firehouse, the honey melt chicken is delish.
Okay.
Just throw that out there for you. That's an after-church delight yesterday. How about them Gators, baby? Women's soccer knocked off number 3 FSU. Huh?
Oh.
How about that one? Shocking. First time in 10 years they beat them.
Nice.
Yeah. FSU.
Florida used to have a dominant women's program.
FSU's been
Abby
dominant.
Wambach.
Yeah.
Remember her?
Yeah,
Abby Wambach. She was a Gator.
Team USA, baby.
She really kind of helped get Team USA to being the best women's program in the world.
Yeah.
Back in the beginning stages.
Ain't the best anymore, but they got a new coach and had a big win at home in front of a record crowd.
Okay.
So we had some injuries. Bud Clark, Seahawks second-round pick, broke his ankle last night, so he'll be gone for quite some time. And then the worry was yesterday, and I guess it's good news, was that Ashton Jeanty tore his ACL.
Oh, now it's a sprained ankle.
But now it's a sprained ankle. Yeah, it was all over. It was all over social media yesterday that they thought it was an ACL, but it wasn't. It was a. Now it looks like it's a sprained ankle.
I guess from a national perspective, if you're not in the market and following your team, it's the quarterback decisions that probably keep the objective interest the most, right? Whether Penix is finally fully cleared, so Tua hadn't exactly wowed him. Deshaun Watson, given every opportunity to resume his career, every time he plays is terrible.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
That's a toxic deal. He's wrong on that.
I think I've changed my mind on this one. I kind of think now maybe the Browns just ought to cut ties with Deshaun Watson. I mean, it's not like he's going to come back. He's just not that good. He's not worth it. Nobody likes him. It's a weird thing.
I can see why. Every time he talks, he just gets that much more unlikable.
And we had a little discussion about that. Like, why isn't he, why isn't Deshaun Watson forgiven? Like, Michael Vick was forgiven.
Yeah.
Right? But Michael Vick, there was consequence to Michael Vick's actions.
And he also accepted his role and his responsibility.
And he also came back and was good.
Yeah, that helps too.
Well,
that helps.
That's 100%. Yeah. Tiger Woods.
That's right. Come back and you're good, they forgive you.
Yeah.
Come back and you keep struggling. They'll just pile it onto your miserable playing stock.
That's fair.
But I think there's also
But Deshaun Watson is a little bit different in that he was loved at the beginning.
But I think there's this. I mean, I think E's part matters, and it matters more. There's the accountability, though. He never admitted any wrong to any of that. Bro, you got, again, be it what it may, you got 25, 30 women that say you're incredibly inappropriate. At the very least, have some self-reflection. I shouldn't be doing this.
And then he's one of the reporters says, "Do you have any regrets about anything?" I don't regret nothing in life.
Well, yeah.
And he takes the other thing I think that ticks fans off a little bit, but I do think let's keep it real. I do think the overwhelming thing is he's not good.
That's right.
If he was a star, then it would. But he took the $230 guaranteed $1 million. Okay,
free cash, homie.
And what is he always posting? Look at me and my wife in Italy and we're taking this private jet. I mean, he just kind of
flaunts it.
He kind of flaunts it.
They hate that even more.
Right? Doesn't he?
Yeah,
on social media?
My dog be stunting.
Yeah. Yeah, he's stunting.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
I keep an extra eye because we open with them. It couldn't be a better time.
Well, anyway, so I think and Monken's going to name the starter today.
For the opener.
Yeah. And I think that almost he'd be better off.
He's going to go Shador, isn't he?
I don't know. He might be better.
Why would you not? It's not Shador's not a rookie. I don't understand what's going on here.
If you do name Shador, you probably ought to just release.
Well,
the cap hit is crazy though. Like next year,
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I mean,
you're going to have the hit whether you keep him and play him or not.
Do you want him around? I mean,
or do you play Deshaun Watson knowing all along that the Arch Manning we're screwed?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or you either got to believe in Shador Sanders to the level you believe in some of these prospects that are coming in this year, or just lose as many as you can and completely change your franchise.
I mean, I gotta believe, like, when you go through a job interview, guys, for that gig or any gig like that, where you have a sort of a toxic quarterback situation, don't you, as a guy, as a coach, do you come and go, I can win with anybody, or do you go, hey man, let's keep it real here. These guys, I don't know what you got. These guys are terrible.
Probably a little of both. I think while
you can't judge me on them. I'm not this ain't gonna be no 1-year deal. I'm not. And there's been plenty now in the NFL.
I would hope though that part of the discussion during that interview is you ask the guy you want to be your head coach.
Right?
Are these guys good enough? I don't know if it's necessarily. But
it's a tough.
How could anyone in Cleveland? If anyone in Cleveland looks at their quarterback situation and says, we're just waiting on the right coach.
If you want that job desperately. You say things that you might, it's a fine line you got to walk. You got to be careful. You can't just sit there and go, well, listen.
Well, maybe.
I
think in the right franchise, you ought to be able to say, hey, guys, let's have an honest conversation here.
I would hope
so. I'll know more when I get these guys in film and on field.
They don't look very good at what I watched.
What I've seen doesn't look like the answer is here, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see. So, but I don't know. I think they might just be better off rolling with Shador. If it goes bad, which it doesn't look like they're very good. They lost Myles Garrett. They just lost their other pass rusher. What do they got? Verse?
I think, Dan, and this is going to seem strange to say. Okay? I think offensively they would have, there's some promise there if they had a quarterback.
Yeah.
Judkins is a good running back. They like him.
Yeah.
Dylan Sampson, another young one.
Yeah.
They like not just Casey Concepcion, but they also got that Denzel Boston, who's right. He was a very highly touted. He's been good. Jerry Jeudy is kind of a veteran. Fannin is a terrific tight end. He was all rookie tight end. But the quarterback plays terrible. I don't know about the line either. I don't know if the line's any good. But I watched their game the other day. It was just like a Saturday afternoon game.
Okay.
So I happened to I watched Shedeur every pass he threw.
Yeah.
And he was like 7 of 8 or 8 of 9, and he looked really good a couple of times. But the one mistake that he made was devastating. They were in the red zone. He threw behind a crossing receiver, got batted up for an interception. I think it was 7-7 when he left. I didn't watch after that. I was just curious in watching him, and I was left, considering what was out there. He looked fine. But Watson's stats are just terrible. But he's missing when he says they're booing me for personal reasons, not my play. That they're booing you for 3 reasons: for the personal reasons, for your play, and maybe more importantly, they all want Shedeur. Like the Browns fans want Shedeur, so they're going to boo the other guy to let the team know we want the other guy.
Great news here is that's who we open with week one.
Right.
And let them keep having all that. And that's
with the rookie head coach, by the way.
Yeah, that's all good news for the Jags. All right, before we go to break, the boys have been asking me all weekend, so they when somebody does something well, for some reason they ask me about you. And, well, we know the reason. You've never had a hole-in-one. And turns out a couple guys, congrats to Frange. He got another
his second.
one.
He's got him, just had one, yesterday.
And then, do you remember Orange Park Matt, one of our early callers growing up?
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Sure.
Orange Park Matt.
I know his
y'all boys got
dad.
a good name for everybody.
Yeah, well, Orange Park Matt was a kid.
Yeah,
and
Matt. He used to call him. He's 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah, and anyway, he's grown up. He's a great
Baseball
young man. Good Gator. Was actually the quarterback in JV football that gave the ball to Drew at times at Bishop Kenny way back in the day. So, and was a really good baseball player. But anyway, Orange Park Matt's dad, you know him, Big Ed.
Yeah, sure.
Big Ed had a hole-in-one.
Okay.
But Big Ed told me.
I played golf with Big Ed before. It's been many, many years ago.
All right, well, Big Ed was
I know Big Ed's sister.
34 years in between.
He's had 2, though, now.
Yeah.
So and then the other brother, Rick, I don't know if you've met him. I played golf with him before, and I might fall out of my chair if you told me he got one.
Okay.
I'm kidding. He's a decent golfer, too.
All right, so anyway, 2 hole-in-ones, Frangie and Big Ed.
Maybe I'll get mine this week.
Maybe you'll get yours this week.
Maybe the Braves will win the World Series.
You stay optimistic. He's glass half full guy.
I'm a half full guy now.
Yeah.
It's no fun. We don't like it.
What can I do?
I'd rather we go to the break and him start pounding the table.
And you can ask Hick. I'm not.
Yeah, I'd like to see him
I might
be
when
angry,
the meltdown
be
is
upset.
complete. When the meltdown's complete, I might by the end of September, if they completely blow even the wild card, which is possible.
Yeah.
Then I might. But for now, I'm not going to invest that stress and energy in it. I'm just not. I got too much going on. I got football coming. Big expectations. Big.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Tell them what they're going to win.
A Firehouse swag bag of goodies and prizes, including 2 free adult subs and 2 free kid subs. All you got to do, hit me up right now. That number, 904-641-1010.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care. Official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Hey, gang, Hickett here for my boys at TopDressing.com. The secret to a great lawn isn't what you see on top, it's what's happening underneath. TopDressing.com focuses on the soil with core aeration and a special organic top dressing blend. I like to call that the secret sauce. Man, that improves the drainage, reduces the compaction, and feeds roots deep down. The result? Dan Hickens' yard. Thicker, greener grass that stays healthy season after season. I love it. It looks great. It's looked great all summer long. Solve the problem. Do like I did. Call them 888-850-1850, 888-850-1850, or always visit topdressing.com.
Has someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI, domestic violence, and all criminal offenses. In your battle with the justice system, there's only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645. 354-5645.
Florida sun, hurricane winds, driving rain. Your roof takes a daily beating. That's why Endless Summer Roofing installs fortified roofs. Engineered for Florida with superior wind protection and impact resistance. Better yet, a fortified roof may even qualify you for insurance discounts. A stronger roof and potentially lower insurance bills? That's a win-win. Endless Summer Roofing. Built, fortified, built for Florida. Visit endlesssummerroofing.com.
Hey roofers, finish and close out jobs same day with PermitRockstar.com. Their full-service permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
Man, I'm going to shoot straight with you. When you replace the windows, it's a big investment. It's a big financial commitment. You've got to be sure that you're aligned with the right company. And I'm here to tell you that investment deserves the straight answers you get at Cash Building Material. That's where I got them. Cash Building Material, explain the options, answer my questions, or I better said Mrs. P's questions. Helped us find windows that fit my home and my budget. No pressure, just honest advice. They'll do the same for you. Cash Building Material. Before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material and click on the Replacements tab. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this. Call State Farm agent Craig Dewhurst in St. Augustine at 904-940-9740.
A no-risk, all-rewards path to real weight loss? Awaken 180 is so confident in your success, if you're not happy with your results in the first week, get 100% of your money back. No risk, every reward. Awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Again, who didn't play? Brown, Lewis, Myers, Jones, Allen, Johnson, Thomas, Washington, Hunter, Lawrence, Aluakon, Rodriguez, Murray, Tootin, McLeod, Hines, Allen, Walker, Gardeck, Hamilton, Kaiser, Adoga, Monheim, Christian, Milam, Macari, Falele, Van Lannen, Little, Hainsey, Pregnan, Cleveland, Harrison, Strange, Borkacher, Armstead, Dickerson, Regis. That's your Duval minute. Brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power, always on the lookout for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Lift Power rules. Benefits include a 401k, a company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Lift Power rapidly growing, proudly serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years. They want you to be part of the family. Don't let this opportunity slip by. You can learn more, much more, by going to liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com. Ow! Yeah!
All right, we are back. I said earlier, don't look now. What a dumb numerical designation, by the way. But it's week 0 in college football.
Why do we do that?
So 3 games this weekend. I'm down for 2 of them, I think. And one of them is, North Carolina. We'll see it with Bill Belichick. I saw that one of North
That's in Dublin.
One of North, and it's TCU, so that's kind of a good measuring stick there. I saw this, again, sums up college football. I saw that one of North Carolina's former starting quarterbacks has landed at Georgia Southern, where it will be either his 5th or 6th starting job.
It's not just
QB1 at like 5 or 6
but
places.
you gotta tell people who it is.
Max Johnson.
Yeah.
It's I was going to get there. Brad Johnson's son.
Yeah.
But he's played at Texas A&M. He's played at LSU. I mean, he has been, and what I said, he's been QB1 at these places. Now, I guess he lost the job every single stop.
Yeah.
It looked like he's the one that was in Shoegate. He was the quarterback for LSU when Elam threw the shoe.
Yeah.
And
unbelievable.
And looked like he was going to be kind of the next in line at LSU, and it didn't work. And he went to Texas A&M from there. And he's been
let me
to a
put it
couple
this way:
North Carolina. Who's the 4th? Before?
Max Johnson has been in college football so long. He played for Ed Orgeron in his last year at LSU.
Wow.
He played for Jimbo Fisher in his last year at Texas A&M, and he played for Mac Brown in his last year at UNC.
Wow.
That's how long.
Who's his 4th stop?
Max Johnson's been playing.
Was it USF or somewhere? Was he also? Was it USF maybe? Because this is the 5th place he's been QB1.
LSU.
Yeah.
Texas A&M.
Yeah. North Carolina.
I think this is his 4th.
No, there's one more.
Is there one more?
Yeah, there's one more.
Who am I
it's like
forgetting?
South Florida or Florida Atlantic or something, isn't it? Isn't it something? Or no, I could be wrong on that.
Now, his brother was a very highly recruited tight end. But I think it. Let me check. I'll look. Yeah, 3. 2 years at LSU, 2 years at Texas A&M, 2 years at North Carolina.
Right, so it's his 4th.
So he's in his 7th year.
4th QB1.
How do you get to your 7th year?
I guess he had injury, and then you got the grandfather. I have no idea why. I mean, back in the day, if you played like 1 minute past week 3, you lost your red shirt.
That's a kid who loves football, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Once played Georgia Southern. That's good for him. All right, so the Gators had a scrimmage. Here are the notes from the scrimmage again.
Scrimmage this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got the embedded reporters. I like this.
I don't know how accurate it is, but I poached these off some of the sites, Trammell got the start with the 1. So Trammell Jones Jr., they flip-flop them. So obviously, at this point, we can pretty much assume that they're both going to play. Week in and week out. The competition is going to stay throughout the year. And you're going to see both guys.
I don't like that. If one of them is solidly entrenched, he should keep playing. But I like the first couple of weeks, I'm for sure. But we'll see.
He had a 30-yard completion to Micah Mays Jr., who had a bad scrimmage last week on the opening series. Jaden Baugh, 10-yard touchdown run. Jones threw a touchdown pass to wide receiver Bailey Stockton for 60-plus yards. Stockton's second straight scrimmage with a TD catch.
It's another Georgia Tech.
Speaking of second straight, Cormani McClain had a pick against Jones, consecutive picks in scrimmages. Philo got in, had a touchdown throw to, he had a touchdown run, a 15-yard scamper. Duke Clark had a couple of touchdowns.
Running back.
Jaden Woods had a sack. So did KJ Ford. Evan Pryor had a big explosive run. I told you guys last week that
he's the freshman, right? Or is he the transfer?
He's a transfer from Cincinnati. The boys down there love the running back room.
Yeah.
And it's Clark, Pryor, and Baugh. So it's not just Baugh. But here's something that's interesting and worth talking about. Florida football, which sold out every game for Billy Napier, has no sellouts yet this year.
4-8 will do that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times
it's not just 4-8; it's add them up, and it's kind of a wait and see. But I'm a little bit surprised by that. I'm sure by next week that game will be sold out. The first game, but yeah, I thought that was interesting. Not one of the home games is sold out at this moment.
Over in Tallahassee, they also scrimmaged this weekend. The Noles did, and I think if there is one element that can keep FSU afloat and keep them at least bowl eligible this year, there's some excitement about the defense. Now, look, the defense winning the day in the inter squad, I don't know how much you take out of that because your biggest worry on the entire program is about the quarterback position, and I just don't know where they've got a terrific receiver, but outside of that, I don't know where the offense is going to come from. But the defensive front has been disruptive over there, again, against who they're going against. Ashton Daniels, the clear leader of the offense. Overall, the offense, though, struggled against the starting defense. He did have a couple of touchdown drives. The backup quarterback battle might matter because do you really trust the starting quarterback? So that's Malachi Marshall and Kevin Sperry. They've got Deuce Robinson. Probably enough. I mean, if you got a guy who is that good a receiver at the college level.
They got some receivers over there.
Yeah, they got more than
Danzy kid is fast.
Danzy said pretty good. The running back they've always had good backs there.
Yeah.
And they don't have that guy. It doesn't feel like. Maybe they do. We'll see.
Right.
Between Singleton and Cromon and a couple others.
Be interesting. And they start Saturday night.
And they have the benefit of, again, it is what it is. They're not playing 6 ranked teams.
Mm-hmm.
They have a schedule that if this guy can just they should be 8-4. FSU should never be worse than 8-4 unless they have a year where they load up 4 or 5. But I mean, you got Alabama and you got Miami. I mean, those are the only 2 teams with any preseason power ranking.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, and then the Miami game would be what on the road? Yeah, they played in Tallahassee last year. They almost beat them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Florida game's at home. But outside of that, I mean,
Clemson,
yeah, for sure.
We talk all the time, and rightfully so, about how expensive everything is, right? I mean, you may have had a purchase this weekend, E, where you went, damn.
Yeah, I did.
What is that? I can't believe it's that much money. Might be like a loaf of bread. Might be like, service. Whatever. Right? Everything is going up. But I think I found something where the price has come down unbelievably.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Yeah. And I think you both will agree that when this product first came out, it was so expensive that some folks probably set up payment plans to pay these suckers off.
Okay.
Now you can go down to, average Joe's and walk in and buy a flat screen TV for like $100.
Oh yeah, those definitely came down.
I mean,
yeah, that's
isn't
fair.
that amazing?
Yeah.
Those flat screen TVs when they first came out, man.
Oh man.
Holy cow, that was like a 3,500, 4,200. Wasn't it like that?
It was a dream at one point.
Can I give you my doomsday AI point of the morning?
Oh gosh.
Talking about emerging technology.
Is this from the
No, I saw
documentary?
I'm done with that. I'll forget. And the good thing about that is I'll forget everything that the documentary told me in like 6 months. It won't matter. But Elon said something interesting. I saw him on I saw a clip from him on a podcast. He said, apps gone in 5 years. No more cell phones.
What are we going to have?
Well, there you go. AI. That's what you're going to have.
What do you mean?
I don't know what I mean. All I know is that he said in 5 years, apps and cell phones won't be a thing.
I can't imagine the world.
I don't know. Maybe you put it on a headset, or maybe you have just like a box that's not a cell phone that interacts everything.
Maybe your hand will have
know.
a screen implanted in it.
You think? I mean, I don't know anymore. This is the drill.
Will the world be a better place?
We'll see.
And the world is a better
If you ask
place.
me at this point, the further and further along we get, I'd say we shall start that process on Sunday, if you hear me.
For you.
All right, this is the drill.
And me.
And we'll be back with more. And Dawson Tonage on
and see.
It's the Next Gen Roofing Monday.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Start it, stir it, sound off. Anything and everything. Holler at Hacker. Call, text, or chat. Monday nights from 8 to 10 on 1010XL.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. I've been using Zero Res for years now. Heck, I used a couple other guys way back when. Even tried to do the do-it-yourself cleaning. That don't work well for the Hickens. With Zero Res, yeah, that's the answer. You get the Zero Residue Carpet Cleaner. Leaves those carpets truly clean. No dirt attractant soaps, harsh chemicals. Plus, guys, they're affordable. This month, for example, get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129. $129. Call them, 287-5727. 287-5727, or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res. Spell it forward, spell it backwards. Zero Res. It spells the same.
Problems, pick Porter. When you need a lawyer, pick smart. PickPorter.com. DUI, pick Porter. Divorce, pick Porter. Criminal or injury law, pick smart. PickPorter.com. Problems, pick Porter. When you need a lawyer, pick smart. PickPorter.com.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting. He tackles talk radio like a middle linebacker in the gap.
I tell it like I see it, and I see it like a middle linebacker.
Tommy Mack. Fridays on Jaguars Today. Unsealed by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy, so you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you.
Lauren Brooks here. Game days are back in Duval, and Closets by Design is ready to make your home a championship space. That's right, Closets by Design does way more than custom closets. They can transform your man cave to wow your friends when they come over to watch the Teal and Black. Schedule a free in-home consultation or schedule a tour of their amazing showroom on Phillips Highway by calling 904-878-9393. Plus, get 40% off, an extra 15% off, and free installation. ClotsByDesign.com.
Hey, Hicken here. I want to talk skin along with my friends at Peaches Dermatology, reminding you to wear your sunscreen. Football season is back, baby. And with that, days under that bright sun. So when you load up that truck for the game day tailgate, or the chairs for your kids' flag games, or even the boat heading downtown to watch our Jags, make sure you bring the screen. Sunscreen, that is. It's a must here in Duval. But if you have any concerns right now, give Beaches Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Whether you're undertaking a major home renovation or just a simple repair request, American Electrical is your 5-star Jacksonville-based electrician to get the work done right. Experienced design building department working seamlessly with their electrical contracting department to help you create beautiful lighting spaces and electrical plans that make your house flow. And remember, with American Electrical, it's wired right at a fair price. Call American Electric at 737-7770. Look for that red, white, and blue eagle on the side of their truck, and you'll know it's American Electrical.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right. Welcome back to the program. We're rocking and rolling. Jags got a couple practices with the Bucks this week. That'll be fun. Then we'll go from there and see how it progresses. But we'll wrap up the preseason on Friday night. Cut day will come Sunday, and then we'll have our 53, and they'll get some work in, and then open against the Cleveland Browns. It's a weird schedule in the NFL. I don't know why they do this. It used to be way back when Tom Coughlin, I think, was the inventor of it. I don't know for sure, but they used to play the final preseason game on Thursday night. He wanted to play it on Thursday, so he would have a jump start on the opener, which was a week later. And then they worked this calendar out where they got this extra week now, so it doesn't matter if
I think part
Thursday,
of that
Friday,
is because
Saturday.
they're opening on Thursday. It's probably in deference to that one team. They don't want the season to end and then somebody have to play on Thursday.
But everybody gets it. Like the Jags play this, and look, only the Jags have 6 home games this year. We've harped on that as a theme throughout, and so I get that. But the whole play anybody, anywhere, anytime stuff, I'm looking last night. I was at work, and so we're doing a show, Action Sports Jacks Primetime on Fox 30, and it's on at it's on 10:30 to 11. And I look up and I say they're kicking off a football game, an NFL football game on Sunday night on Fox 30 national broadcast with the Tennessee Titans hosting the defending Super Bowl champs. And if I'm the defending Super Bowl champs and I've been up there in the corner, the left top corner of the country, I really want to fly all the way to Nashville for a game on Sunday night? Oh, jeez. You know, I get back. That means I get back at what? Because it's a night game to boot. So now I'm getting back, you know.
When in season is that?
It was last night.
Oh, you're talking about in the
Preseason
preseason.
race.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought you meant they
Stupid preseason game.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
almost to the point where
don't do the prime time Sunday night games anymore.
And they probably had some joints, but if you're Seattle, it's almost to the point like, yeah, I sent half the team home.
All right,
I want them to get some rest.
Yeah,
man.
that's
I sent all
fair.
my starters back.
Are we going to get to the point with the joint workouts that you hold guys out? So we're not going to play it all now. They're going to just bust helmet for the next 2 days against the Bucs, or do day one they go harder and day two it's more? I mean, we think
Great question.
I would say this. We keep talking about avoiding the injury bug. Well, last I checked, Parker Washington missed the tail end of last week. Jacoby Myers has a brace on his hand. The offensive line is in tumult. I mean, last thing you want to do is throw in suddenly a Devon Hamilton and Brenton Strange, whoever.
I thought over the weekend, I would not be surprised if the two coaches got together and said, hey, let's just do one.
Workout?
Yeah, one joint.
Well, maybe in the way we'll see that'll happen is they'll go hard tomorrow and then just put on shells on. Just do what they do against each other, but against someone else.
Yeah.
You know, less contact. I bet you that's what they do. I don't think they would put the pads on 2 days in a row. I don't think. But I haven't heard them say one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In my newfound role, I'm still trying to make it a paid position within the Jaguars.
Okay. Nothing yet.
Kind of fueling off of our interaction with Liam Cohen on set that went absolutely viral, I think, mostly because of our probing questions.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really like to be ammo guy for the Jags. Mm-hmm. And I'm your guy. I'm going to be on
ammo guy?
Ammo guy. I find the ammo that Liam Cohen needs.
Oh, you're the ammo
I'm ammo guy. I go get the ammo from the time we leave the facility on a Monday till when I come back Tuesday, I'm going to show you all the ammo, all these things people are saying about you incorrectly, of the complete lack of respect that you're getting. So I have uncovered a list here that is full of disrespect. So I want you to tell me which of these rankings is most disrespectful.
Okay.
ESPN and one of their dudes has ranked the best and worst positional group. So it goes by position in the National Football League. Interior offensive line, tackles, quarterback, running back, tight end, on down the line.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which of these rankings is most disrespectful for, I will remind you, the 13-4, one score loss in the playoffs, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
Let's start at quarterback. Position rankings. And by the way, if you rank position rankings at quarterback and include anything but the starting quarterback, you've missed the plot.
Okay.
There is no backup quarterback that would make that quarterback situation better than Josh Allen and the Bills. That's silly. But anyway, again, I'm asking you to be most disrespected. So file this first one away. At quarterback, he's got the Jaguars 16. 16 at quarterback.
Okay.
NFL's best and worst position groups. Running back. He has the Jaguars 32. We're 16 at quarterback. We are 32 at running back. Wide receiver. He has the Jaguars at 15.
15?
So 15 at receiver.
15 of them things.
32 at running back. 16 with Trevor Lawrence and quarterback. Tight end. Jaguars. 15th. And finally on offense, the offensive line. 23.
Okay.
All right, that's it for an offense that last year set the franchise record in scoring. He didn't have a single unit for the Jaguars ranked better than 15th.
Who's this guy?
This is ESPN. I think it's Mike Clay.
I think
which of those is the most offensive? Which is it? I don't
it's
know.
easy.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the receiving room being 15th.
No.
Trevor 16th.
No. I think 32's
32.
awful disrespectful.
Well, but if there were,
I mean, that's
does
DAL,
does
my
that
man.
make it? Oh, by the way, we're not done. I can add to the disrespect. Interior defensive line, Jacksonville. You ready?
Yeah.
31.
Ooh.
They led the league in rushing defense.
Well, that's pretty bad. Because at least they have, I mean, I don't get that.
You ready? Edge rusher, 5th.
Yeah. I don't get 31 on interior
No, you don't have superstars.
Devon Hamilton was a very good football
Correct.
player a year ago. And Eric Armstead had a good half season before, injury got him.
Off-ball linebacker, 11. Cornerback, 10. I think they're better than that. I think those top 4 corners are top 6. IMHO.
Yeah.
All right, and safety, they've got the Jaguars 24th. I mean, they have just put together if you put all those in and then you churned them out on the average, it would tell you that the Jaguars are like 20th or 21st in the league. So I just overall, by the way, overall roster, yeah, the Jaguars are 19th best roster. That is asinine. That is just completely, utterly, incredibly, indubitably asinine.
Yeah. It is. Hard to argue that
To
one.
wit, the Jets are 20th.
Oof.
Yeah, so we're closer to the Jets than we are the playoffs, according to...
There's a lot of those you can... Well, yeah,
I guess.
that's good
But
ammo.
That's my ammo, guy.
Good
That's my ammo for today.
All right, 8:01. Good morning, Jacksonville. 8 o'clock hour coming up. Freddie T coming up bottom of the hour as well. This is The Drill on a Monday.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. You're staying straight to the core.
The voice of reason.
1010XL.
Your bathroom doesn't have to be completely remodeled to make a big difference. Sometimes, all it takes is one easy upgrade, like a custom glass shower door from Capital Glass and Shower Doors. A new shower door can transform your bathroom with a clean, modern, completely new look. From the initial design through the final installation, Capital Glass delivers a high quality and a best-in-class experience. Stop by their new showroom in St. Augustine near the Outlet Mall or visit capcoglass.com. CAPCO glass.com.
Hey, don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville until you check out Beard's Diamonds Hicken here. You're going to see a much bigger selection, higher quality than those chain store diamonds. You get a better price. Beard's is different, man. It's Jacksonville, locally owned for more than 40 years. Lupo's tremendous father-son combo, amazing reputation, value, honesty, transparency, and they take care of the locals, man. Free lifetime warranty, free maintenance, free sizing, free cleaning, free insurance appraisals. You ain't getting nickel and dimed. Local heroes, military, police, firefighters, nurses, 25% off every day, every purchase. Take my advice, visit Beard's. Get to know the local owners. Let them teach you the inside tricks on how to buy a diamond the smart way. It's not just engagement rings, man. Beard's has it all. Tennis bracelets, pendants, earrings, fashion rings at prices that kill the big box corporate chain stores. You know what I say? Shop local, shop Beard's Diamonds. Get so much more for your money. Beard's Diamonds, St. John's Town Center.
There's no doubt that we were in good hands when our son's shoulder and hip issues were diagnosed quickly by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. No matter what your orthopedic issue is, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take a look. You'll be glad you did.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
He's the former Jacksonville beat reporter, and he still knows your team well.
Oh, you don't say.
He's Pete Prisco, Thursday afternoons on The Frangie Show.
This I gotta see.
Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Joe C. for Wingstop. Have you ever heard of a flavor rodeo? Now available at Wingstop. Carolina Gold, a bold blend of tangy mustard barbecue, apple cider vinegar, and savory spices for the right amount of southern sweet and tang. And Jamaican jerk, a rich barbecue sauce infused with chilies, thyme, cinnamon, garlic, nutmeg, and sweet molasses. Finished with a savory jerk season for an extra layer of flavor. Carolina Gold, and Jamaican Jerk. Now that's a flavor rodeo for a limited time only at Wingstop.
It's back to school season. Get a brand new fence from Superior Fence and Rail. For a limited time, get free takedown and haul away of your old fence. A $500 value with your new fence purchase. Offer valid on residential projects of 100 plus linear feet. Call today or visit SuperiorFenceandRail.com. SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. On Sunday, Josh Hines Allen says he's ready to get it on.
I'm ready to go. And you can just tell by today, we need to fine tune everything. Like everything needs to look like how it's going to look week one.
Jack's Jumbo Shrimp wrap up their road set in Memphis on Sunday, taking 4 of 6. They're off today and head back to 5-Star tomorrow to open the home series with Nashville. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson. At 8:06 at 78 degrees, your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for more with The Drill coming up next, right here on 1010XL at 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Well, I guess we should at least.
What do you mean?
Mention it.
What happened?
We had a situation in the W last night.
Yeah, it's kind of turned into a circus now. You lose the point you're trying to make when you turn it into WWE. So I would have to side with the league toxicity over Enos Cantner freedom and showing up and
Freedom
trying to make a big
he
show out of it. Now, look, is he right? Can he sit there? Did the league look? The toxicity of the league can't allow that. So one of the players ended up accosting him, I guess, courtside, and was the big winner there as she got the round of applause, and he was asked to leave the premises. But yeah, I didn't listen. The only thing I'll say about this is I think they're missing the boat here.
Yeah.
I think that the girls in the league, I think Enos Cantner is missing the boat. They're all missing the boat. You're a professional league that has a players union and collective bargaining. You can allow all manners of whoever you want in your league. That's up to y'all. I think that when people push back against the, trans in sports, it's kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want our high school girls, our little girls, college girls, amateur athletes competing against biological males. It's not that hard. If you, it feels like the rules are being made by a bunch of people that never played sports. That's all I can chalk it up to. So when it comes to this back and forth, and again, it's turned into WWE showmanship with this WNBA and the alleged stare down they're going to have with men who say they now want to play in the WNBA. I mean, that's y'all's business. That's pro sports. No one's, making you do anything.
Right.
So, I think they kind of lost the plot a little bit on what, any objection I think that most rational people have to the whole trans sports issue is amateur girls being upstaged by biological males. That doesn't make any sense. And, you can get into the feelings about it all you want. If you don't understand biologically the difference, then there's nothing any of us can do to help you. So
there you have it.
but it was a sugar show. It looked like WWE. You would almost accuse it of being staged if it was actually made sense for it. If it was a positive thing, it would seem staged.
Right. I'm just looking at some of the video. What are we doing?
It's not right. It's silly. And he's right. He's sitting there with a T-shirt that there's no right or reason that he should be kicked out for, and they made it. But I don't care. I could care less about the league to begin with, and then on top of it, you're just
I don't know. I think it's weak on him, bro. Go find something else to do, dog. There's a bunch of women trying to play basketball.
Yeah.
Go find something else to do.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that. You couldn't pop that stuff in the NBA. You found like a platform and you want to push. Man, get out of here, bro. It's weak.
I thought he didn't help his little silly cause here.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
And the bottom line is that's their club and that's their fan base, and you can't return with the argument of some of the shirts that are seen in the stands to the other side are equally as offensive.
I mean, we're just looking for, incidents and
by the way,
and
and like Sophie Cunningham, the teammate of Caitlin Clark, who spoke up was not speaking on her league. She was speaking on young athletes.
It is what it is. I mean, the ludicrousness of the whole thing continues. They could do a commercial and he could pop in. Somebody says this is ludicrous, and then he would show up like he does on the State Farm commercials. Oh. That would be fun. Why don't we do that? Baseball last night, or yesterday, I'm like you. The Phillies were down. They were going to lose, and all of a sudden they score 6 runs in the ninth. It's probably one of the wins of the year to get their 9th win in a row. So it was an important game for the Braves to win against Milwaukee, and they did 4-2 in Williamsport at the site of the Little League World Series. I've watched a little of the Little League World Series. I have a favorite team. My favorite team is Iowa. I want Iowa to win. They got 2 lefties who both struck out 15 guys in their 2 wins. So, it's been interesting to watch a little bit of that. And so that's the team that I've happened to fall on when I've put on the Little League World Series. So they are undefeated, I think, at this point, as we start to get closer to the end, where we'll have the U.S. champion take on the international champion in the finals. But yeah, that Philly win was remarkable.
Well, like I told you earlier, in a game that doesn't involve one of my own teams, that was about as thick a gut punch registered yesterday. I just assumed the Phillies. I saw it was 4-0 with 2 outs in the ninth, and didn't check up my phone until the Braves game was about to start. And when I saw they won 6-4, I was sure we would finish off a collective sweep at Milwaukee and have a slim 2-game lead after the weekend. Thankfully, it remains at 3, but we'll see. I can put it into proper perspective. This is where I'm coming from for a Braves fan.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, hold on for dear life and get back in the postseason. Let's regroup and readjust in the offseason, roster and otherwise, get healthy in some positions. But for now, don't do all this hard work to not at least make the postseason, and try and play spoiler for as long as you can. How long that is undoubtedly not very long, and here's why. This is a perfect example of these next 3 games, Dan.
Okay.
The Braves are about to face the Dodgers in 3 games.
Okay.
Here are the pitching matchups that would be slightly adjusted, but nothing of any great magnitude.
I think when you went out to L.A., though, you were happy because you avoided
we did. We did.
Uh-huh.
And in this matchup, you tell me the matchup where the Braves pitching would be favored.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'll remind you.
Does that start tonight?
Yeah, I'm about to give you said pitching matchup that doesn't include Skubal for the Dodgers, doesn't include Snell for the Dodgers, and doesn't include Ohtani for the Dodgers.
Okay. Maybe the 3 starters in the playoffs.
Now, the Braves, in fairness, somehow, I thought we were adjusting this so Sale would pitch against both, but he's not pitching against the Dodgers, so that offsets that a bit. But tonight, Bryce Elder against Tyler Glasnow, or tomorrow night. Elder Glasnow.
Okay. Glasnow just coming back, but yeah.
Huge advantage.
Yeah.
Smith, Shawver, Sasaki.
Who does
Wash at the most? Or would you even go Sasaki? What would you go there?
Probably lean Sasaki. Who does Smith Shawver date?
I don't know. I'm not into that social aspect of my baseball team as much as others maybe. I'm not sure.
Oh, Googans will know.
Apparently, Wyndham Clark has a girlfriend. I learned that this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then the third matchup, a guy who really has been our second best pitcher, Grant Holmes, against Yamamoto. Who's got the pitching matchup advantage there?
Yamamoto against who?
Holmes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what the Braves are going to have. And if it's not them, it's going to be the Phillies with Wheeler.
Canseco's daughter, Josie.
Oh, yeah.
He was dating her.
It's going to, and if it's not them, it's the Phillies with Wheeler and Sanchez.
Tough.
Right. And so can you make it home? I don't know. They've got a 7-game lead in the wild card. I think I would honestly look at that as much as I would look at the 3-game lead. They've got 7 games with the Phillies. We'll see. After this Dodgers series, they get 3 at home with Colorado and a 1-gamer with San Francisco and then 2 at Washington. They've got to get fat there, and they've got to go 6-2 in those 8 games.
Well, there's only 30 to go.
I know.
We're in the home stretch here now, so
the problem is, of the 30, and then I'll drop it, of the 30, 3 are against the Dodgers, 10 are against the Phillies, 3 are against Tampa Bay, 3 are against Chicago, and then 3 more at Houston in a pennant race.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I don't know what Phillies looks like. Maybe theirs is similar. I don't know.
Probably, but
do you have how many times? I don't know. They haven't played the Mets much, have they?
Who?
The Phillies.
No.
Well, so they're gonna get the Mets. Don't you have them now? Actually.
No, we have the Brew Crew.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's see. The Phillies, again, they're at Seattle for 3. Then they're at the Angels for 3. Then they're at Arizona for 3. They got the 7 with Atlanta. They're at Washington. They're at New York. They got Milwaukee for 3. They got Tampa for 3 to close. So their last 6 are 3 against Milwaukee, 3 against Tampa. But guess what? Milwaukee has the NL wrapped up and don't play anyone. And the AL, and Tampa, rather, has the AL wrapped up and they don't play anyone.
No, Milwaukee wants to be the 1 seed.
But they could be by then, is my point.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, they've got a pretty nice lead, don't they? Although the Dodgers have gotten hot since Milwaukee beat them. I don't think they've lost since Milwaukee left town.
Our big thing is
81 and 50. Yeah, they're 1 game up on the Dodgers only now.
We got mid-September. We got the polar bear coming back. I hope he hits 10 home runs in that series.
Is he up to
30?
He's up to 30, huh?
Yeah.
Good for him. I like him.
Yeah. Me too.
I mean, I had to temper that when he was with the Mets. Don't get me wrong, but.
All right, we'll take a break. Keep it rolling. Freddie T coming up, bottom of the hour. Talk some Jags football and more right here on The Drill on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Trudell with time looking long down the field for Jimmy Smith, who's got separation, and he makes the catch. Touchdown!
The home of the home team you grew up with. 1010XL.
I've worked with a lot of advertisers over the years, and you learn pretty quickly which ones are selling something and which ones actually care what happens after the sale. I'm Greg Gajewski, and when Awaken 180 first came to 1010XL, it started with Mike Dempsey, then Matt Hayes. From that first call, they wanted to understand our audience, not just buy a schedule. I talked with Paige, learned how the program worked, and at one point said, we got a guy, hacker, that could really use this. And her answer was immediate, let's help him. That's their entire mission. That's always been their answer. No revolving door, no corporate runaround. Paige never franchised Awaken 180 because she wants every coach, client, and endorser to feel supported. I saw that as a business partner, and then I experienced it myself. I went on the program and lost 50 pounds. That's why I endorse Awaken 180, not just because they're a 1010XL client, but because they care about people, and you feel it every day. Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
He builds quarterbacks from the ground up. Tinny Thompson breaks it all down like only a real QB coach can. The quarterback whisperer on The Drill.
Accelerated by
George Moore Chevrolet.
and Encore Research Group.
Get smarter every Friday on 1010XL.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, transponders, and even high-tech smart locks. For honest, professional locksmith service,
Instant Keys comes to you.
Fantasy football is upon us. ET here for Twin Peaks, and it's almost that time to draft and kick off another season. This year, take your fantasy football draft party to Twin Peaks, where cold drinks, made from scratch food, and wall-to-wall TVs make your local lodge the ultimate draft day headquarters. Round up your league, grab a table, and get ready for the picks. The rivalries and the full season of bragging rights begins. Whether you're defending a title or drafting for the first time, start your fantasy season at Twin Peaks. Book your fantasy football draft party at your local lodge today. Come on, somebody.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Why, this sounds like Young Jeezy.
As a matter of fact, it is.
Oh, really?
I mean,
wow.
That boy in tune with the culture.
Well, you know.
What's just happening? What are we doing?
Respect. Put some respect on my name.
I mean, the question that I just heard in the break will lead to this conversation anyway. We got Freddie T coming up bottom of the hour. We'll get his impression on how important it is to see game snaps in the preseason. I think he said before he liked to get some, but the model has changed, and we don't have to get too far into it. You know, Freddie was saying last week something that we've talked about often, and make it a pay-per-view event. Make it immersive. Put mics on, guys.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
I spent Saturday afternoon doing something I hadn't done in probably more than a year, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I went to the movies.
Oh.
Yeah.
You went to the cinema.
Yeah, me and the wife went to the cinema. So we headed down to, I said, hey, you want to go see a movie today? And she's like, sure. So we picked a movie. We went and watched the movie. I think she dozed off for just a minute early on in the movie. I'm not positive. I said, did you?
She won't admit to it.
She maybe a minute, just a minute or two. I think she dozed. It was those Cinemarks are comfortable.
Those chairs, bro.
Yeah, they kind of kick it out there, and you
got the legs up.
Get your corn there, and your little Diet Cola, and it's nice and chilly. A little blanket in there if you want, and you're in good shape. But good flick, done well. Went and saw Spider-Man.
Oh, you saw Spidey?
Yeah. Went and saw Spidey at the theater. 2 tickets. How much, please?
2 tickets on a Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon.
$32.
$28.
Yeah, $35.
Yeah.
But they're long. It was a long movie, so whatever. $35 though. It is what it is, I guess. Pretty crowded. I guess it's done very well.
Oh yeah, Spidey's done real good.
My son asked me, he goes, Dad,
Did you enjoy the movie? That doesn't sound like it would be a natural selection for you.
Yeah,
I
I
don't see you
enjoyed
as a superhero movie guy.
I enjoyed it. I like the Spider-Man guy. He said, "Have you you probably haven't seen all the Spider-Man movies?" I go, "I think I have, but I have to research it."
Yeah, I haven't seen them all.
No,
I've
like
seen
four.
a few.
It's like 4 of
I
them.
was
About 4 of them, right? You can't count the offshoots. We're not talking like the Nicolas Cage one on Noir.
Right? No, we're talking
about
Spider-Man.
actual
Yeah.
Spider-Man movies. I think there's been
No, yeah.
been like 4 of them.
No, there's been more than 4. There's like 6 or 7 of them, but because they've used different actors and there's like 2 different directors, I believe. I asked Yoda this because I told him I like Spider-Man. Like, what is the, where are we in the order? And he told me about which ones, and I was able to talk about if I saw them or not, if I vaguely remembered seeing them. But
well, here's what I'm being told: there are 12 theatrical Spider-Man films in total.
Yeah. And so
spread across 3 main live action continuities in the animated Spider-Verse trilogy. Like the Spider-Verse doesn't count.
Correct. Get rid of those.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's more than 3 or 4. It's 7 or 8, 6 or 7.
There's Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. That's 02, 04, 07. That's your Tobey Maguire. And Andrew Garfield jumped in for a couple. He did The Amazing Spider-Man and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So he got a couple.
Who is it now? Tom Holland?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's
He
married.
kind of looks like Tobey
married
Maguire,
to
doesn't he?
Zendaya, who was also in it. And then they did Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man Brand New Day. So, yeah, there's quite a few of them. So maybe I haven't seen them all. I don't know if I have or haven't, quite honestly.
Yeah, I know that I haven't seen them all, and I couldn't tell you which ones I've seen, but I've seen.
Right. It's a lot like the Star Wars thing. It kind of throws me for a loop.
I've seen.
I'm not an expert.
Well, I saw those up through like the 6, the 3, and then they did the 3. Once we got past that, no. Now the money grab's in play. What are we doing?
Yeah. So we got the animated Spider-Verse, and then we got
those are supposedly good, by the way.
The notable Spider-Man films: Venom, Let There Be Carnage, Madam Web, Kraven the Hunter. But in this particular Spider-Man...
See, like Kraven, I've seen, and I don't remember Spider-Man even in that.
So in this particular Spider-Man, there's this dude that I like.
Was it the Punisher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that dude was in the accountant.
He's Spider-Man's buddy.
But he's his buddy. Let me ask you a question. The Punisher, is he a superhero?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so the Punisher is a superhero.
Yeah, superhero.
What's his ability?
But did
That's
I
why I say superhero?
Did I see? Okay, and the boys here are chuckling. The ones who follow this,
right?
Didn't I see a movie? Oh, like wasn't the Punisher?
There was a movie
Yes, there's
called
been a
The
movie,
Punisher.
The Punisher.
Yeah.
Okay, was the Punisher the guy who they killed his family and then he vowed revenge? But it wasn't that guy. It was a different actor. It was one of the guys from the Roger Maris, Mickey Mantle
Oh, I thought
films.
you were talking about John Wick for a second, but that was his dog.
No.
Don't mess with John Wick's
Don't
dog.
mess with the dog. No, the Punisher, and then the Punisher beat up that big wrestler guy. It might have been Rhodes or one of those big. I don't know.
The Punisher.
I'm talking silly.
Is one of Marvel Comics' most popular and enduring anti-heroes.
Okay.
Created blah, blah, blah. Unlike traditional superheroes, Frank Castle has no superhuman powers.
Correct.
Instead, he's a former U.S. Marine scout sniper who wages a lethal one-man war on organized crime using military tactics, firearms, and martial arts driven by the tragic murder of his wife and children by the mob.
This is the guy. The
first one. He's been played by John Bernthal, Ray Stevenson, Dolph Lundgren way back in the day.
Okay, it must have been.
You probably saw the Bernthal one, 2016.
No, Bernthal is that guy. Bernthal is the guy who played
Last Night? Okay.
Yeah.
Stevenson, that's 2008.
And he was like Roger Maris or Mickey Mantle. Look at him, that guy. That's the movie I saw. That was a good movie.
Okay, that's 04. That guy's named Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane, that's it.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Freddie T is next. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday.
I'm an idiot.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Natural diamonds have not been this affordable in the past 20 years.
That's John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds, talking about how prices of natural rare diamonds have fallen pretty dramatically.
The best opportunity that I've seen in over 20 years.
So if you believe in buying low, John's son Ben says this is your chance.
It's really a good time to invest in natural right now. With prices being very aggressive for the consumer and for us, we're still able to pass along those savings.
Right now, Beard's Diamonds is stocked with both natural and lab-grown diamonds in all shapes and sizes at every conceivable price point.
We are happy to educate the consumer on lab-grown or natural diamonds, and we've got price ranges for everybody.
So at Beard's, you're not going to be pushed. You can choose natural or lab-grown. Get an unbiased education from non-commissioned experts and be guaranteed the highest quality and the best price.
We want to sell you something bigger, better, for less, and stand behind it 100%.
Discover real value today at Beard's Diamonds, a Jacksonville original in the St. John's Town Center.
Joe C. here. I tried playing handyman with my sprinklers and French drain, and royally failed. So I called Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage, and John Haney came out personally, just like he'll do for you.
You know it. And for a limited time, my good buddy Joe C's coming too.
Huh?
Ain't that right, Joe?
I gotta go to the game.
Joe? Go!
Clearwater Irrigation.
At least do this part. And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know Before You Blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Hey, poker fans, catch all the action at Best Bet.
Exciting tournaments, thrilling promotions, and over $550,000 paid out this month.
Big weekend winnings, progressive jackpots at select table games, and daily high hand promotions at all Best Bet locations.
And don't miss the GoPo 400 with a $40,000 guarantee at Orange Park, plus the kickoff of the $100,000 guarantee stack at St. Augustine.
Get all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Let's talk insurance, or as I say, assurance, because that's what you get with my friend Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team at the Bowers Agency will personalize your insurance playbook. They will give you max protection. Not your average insurance agent. Mandy and the Bowers Agency have everything you need. Home, life, business, auto. Call Mandy at the Bowers Agency or visit them on Facebook or at BowersAgencyJacks.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm and Wingstop.
Join Club Wingstop now for 5 free boneless wings.
All right, let's I was at the game on Friday night. I looked up on the big screen. I saw Fred Taylor Then I saw E in the background.
Oh, no.
Walking by at some sort of Jell-O shop working or something.
No.
Was that not there?
No, it was already.
Stay between the lines up there around Fred. I see. I see what's going on there.
Fred, good morning, sir.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How are you doing?
Listen, I am doing amazing, man. It's my first time back in it. Well, yeah, my first time back in the building since the construction started.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think even though it's a huge liability if fans are like under the bottom, I know waivers and stuff can be applied, but I think it would be so fascinating for fans to kind of be able to be in there until they aren't able to be in there, because the way things are gutted and, just everything's transforming, man. But the soul is still there. Like the Gator Bowl,
yes,
the spirit of the Gator Bowl is going to forever remain there. All of that stuff's going to be intact. And I think that's the beautiful part about it all. Like, it's still Jacksonville. Like, most teams get a new stadium, they demolish their old stadium, get up, they move, or they use it for something else. But the heart of everything that we've ever done there is going to be still there, a part of the new stadium. I just thought it was cool.
That's a good point. I mean,
that's the best way I've heard it described. I like that.
And you have a unique perspective, Fred, from having all that Florida-Georgia experience in addition to your Jaguar experience. And we've asked you a number of times maybe Fred's favorite play as a Jag. Do you have a Florida-Georgia play or game memory that stands out more than the others?
I mean, it unfortunately, it's well, I can say this. My senior year didn't go down like I wanted it to. It's so many great plays. The biggest play, not play, but the biggest game, it happened between the hedges. It happened in Athens. Where we kind of put half a hun, as Coach Spurrier would call it, where we hung half a hun on him, and I think it was a record or something.
It was, yeah. They had never given up 50. In fact, the famous word was that Spurrier turned to Norm Carlson. You remember Norm Carlson, the SID, and said, "Normie, anybody ever put 50 on the dogs here?" No, Coach, they haven't. And then he went out there and made sure they got, I think y'all got 52 that day, I think.
Yeah, so I can't, it's been a while. I don't know if I have a special play. Maybe Darren Hambrick running down the sideline in '94, my freshman year. We played it in the swamp. I think it was a fumble return or a touch or an interception return in D-Ham. And that was my first time being immersed into a rivalry. I had heard about it and seen a few games. Ed Rhett having dang near 50 carries in the in the swamp in the rain, and just those type of memories. But personally, myself, no real big plays in those matchups, but just a ton of, moments where I'm able to talk trash to the Bulldog guys.
Those were the good old days.
Kind of hard to do these days.
Yeah,
Hopefully
you got to
we
stay
can bring
low.
it back.
Lay low right now. Lay low. Hopefully they get things coming back. Hard to take anything out of the preseason games, Fred. I mean, listen, it's in Liam we trust, and they don't want. It's a different time. They don't want to play the starters. They're not going to play the starters. Pretty clear. 37 guys didn't dress on Friday night.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going from preseason to the Hall of Fame,
right?
Or preseason to the Pro Bowl. So I mean, it's so much more to look at. Obviously, most fans, surface level, they're going to look at the score. You're always going to go back to the score,
right?
Especially those guys that are out there betting their entire life away. So they're going to look at the score. Like they want to see a W on the win side of things. But it's more than that when it comes to the preseason. The evaluators, the Vasellis, the Gladstones, the guys that are part of that team that are building this roster, they're looking at each and every single play. Not one play, not two plays, but every single snap a player plays, they're looking at it. And I can tell you this, like, as a fan, back to the fans, I am one. If I were just kind of casually watching the game, like I do sometimes, I would look at Amir Abdullah's performance, for example.
Right.
And I would say, okay, he had however many carries for 43 yards. I saw the 23-yard jolt. I saw the catches and all of that stuff. And that's all fine. I'm going to give him X amount of points for that. But then I'm going to look at the drop. that he had there that should have been points on the board. So evaluators are looking at impact. They're looking at consistency. How well are these guys able to conform to the system that's going to eventually help us over the course of, 18-plus weeks going into the playoffs? These are guys we know we can depend on because they show up a certain way, yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're looking at. They don't care about the score of the preseason games because those games, they count, but they don't count. Right? We're not taking them home with us. We're looking at everything else between the lines. And the scoreboard is the last thing we're looking at in the preseason. And even to Amir, for one more piece of that, we want that touchdown. We don't. The stats are sexy,
right?
But the points are better. Like in that situation, we want that 7-yard touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep 40 of those 43 rushing yards. Give us the 7.
Good point.
So
Good point.
it all depends on what you look at in the preseason. They're looking at each individual play from the players so they can make a tough decision on who's going to be here, who's not going to be here, and how this team is going to get better when it's time for us to be better. And that's just preseason ball. And they know they can depend on those 37 guys that didn't dress.
Right. I got a question from an X's and O's standpoint. Liam Cohen talked about it after the game as far as the running backs, and I'm curious from your perspective, Fred. He talked about, it's great, kind of a little bit of what you were talking about. It's great they get, rushing, blah, blah, blah. He goes, but we need guys who are going to help protect. And, I have no idea if a running back is good at, picking up the blitz or whatever. Is that a difficult thing? Is it because are you not asked to do that as much in college? I mean, when you're the guy who runs the ball every time, I guess you probably aren't in pass protection a lot. But tell me how that. And so it's always like the third down guy's got to be good at that. But tell me from the running back's vantage point, the challenges of being able to help out, pick up blitz, whatever it may be, in getting to the right person to block in pass protection.
We can start with it's more than the third down back.
Right.
It's anytime you're on the field.
Okay.
And that's why I think the running back position had been disrespected for all these years because most think, oh, well, they're just running the ball.
Right.
They get hurt.
Right.
They're just running the ball. We can't invest in them. But I bet if we go left when we're supposed to go right and we allow your $50 million quarterback to get his head knocked off,
right.
Yeah, we might get cut, but you're losing 2 players if we mess up.
Right.
So pay us for every single snap that we're on the field. Mm-hmm. Pay us for having to be tough, smart. Pay us for having to know the receiver position. Pay us for having to know who to pick up on those block pass protections. I get it. Liability. I understand investing and protecting your investment and having a return on that investment. But please do not, under any circumstance, disrespect the position ever again, because we have to do a lot, and it's more than. And this isn't at you, Jeff. It's more than third down because. First down, we can open the game with 21 personnel, 2 backs, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, play action pro. Whether it be a play-action screen or play-action deep ball, if they come hot, Mike Sam hot off the edge, we have to, one, identify it by their alignment, and then we got to go pick it up. And now it's coming. We have to abort the run play or the play action and then go hit those backers. So now the quarterback has a clean pocket where he can launch a deep ball. And then back to third downs. We also have to be very effective. Third downs, it's a higher percentage of blitzes, whether it's a dog or a combo blitz or whatever it might be, or all-out blitz. Backs that know how to pick up, as Liam was alluding to, it's more than just getting there and standing in front of somebody.
Right.
The quarterback has to have a clean pocket. You have to know where to go, first of all. And that starts with the quarterback, too. It starts with the offensive line giving us our point, the quarterback saying, nope, this is your guy here, sliding the line. Now we know we're hot off 1 or 2. And the receiver, they get their adjustment, knowing that as well. And then the back has to step up in there. He has to close the distance between himself and the defender, because if you sit back, the defender 9 times out of 10 is going to bull rush you, and you're going to be in the quarterback's lap. So knowing when to pick up or who to pick up is as much a part of it as being physical when you get there, and having your technique down pat, whether it's inside out, knowing how this guy's going to basically blitz you. And that comes from film study. So it goes back to the week, but it's my rookie year. I got ran over on a blitz pickup the last preseason game against Dallas. And in my head, I was embarrassed. Like, damn, I got run over. I get to the sideline. They were like, great block. Yeah, good job. I'm like, huh? We got the ball off. We scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
The ball was able to get off. They didn't care how I looked.
Right.
They knew I knew my assignment. I got there. Yes, they wanted me to be more sturdy and up in there.
Sure.
But look, I gave us an additional 1/10 of a second to get that ball off, and we scored. And they applauded that. Now, when we watched the film, they was like, damn, you got ran over, buddy. Yeah, I don't want that to happen again. I got to be a little bit more firm.
Well,
So, I mean, it's so deep. It's so much to it. So he wasn't just talking on the surface. He was talking everything that encompasses doing your job. And doing your job at that position means I got to protect this quarterback. I got to be in sync with everything that we're doing in the pass game.
I think you make great points on that.
Well, just knowing
that's why I wanted to ask you.
Knowing the assignment in and of itself in that particular example, and that's excellent, Fred. Appreciate your perspective on that.
That's the preseason.
Yeah.
That's the preseason and knowing your assignment.
Right.
So we can develop this trust in you to keep you around. That's part of it.
All right, my man. Well, we appreciate you. Always good to catch up with you. One more preseason game to go, and some joint practices as well. And then we'll start getting ready for Cleveland. So looking forward to it.
Getting ready for Cleveland. Indeed. Got to get out of there healthy. That's another big part of it.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, my man. Enjoy your day. Thanks, Freddie.
Appreciate you, Fred.
All right, guys. Have a great one. See you soon.
Nobody better. There he goes. Fred Taylor joining us on the
You're not
program.
going to catch him.
No.
We've learned that.
He gone.
All right, we'll take a quick break. It's the Next Gen Roofing Monday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. The kings of the swamp.
Ball's loose at the 38. Gators got it. Wow.
This is Gators head football coach John Summerall. Join Sean Kelly and our broadcast crew as they bring you Gators football all season long.
On Jacksonville's home of Florida Gators football, 1010 XL.
Replacing windows can be a big investment, and you deserve straight answers. Well, at Cash Building Material, I got them. Prosser here. Cash Building Material explain my options, answer my questions, and help me find windows that fit my home and my budget. No pressure, just honest advice. And they'll do the same for you. So before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material and click on their replacements tab. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance painting. High school football's big on the First Coast.
Look for Hackers Weekly High School Power Poll on the social channels of 1010XL and on First Coast Football Friday.
I'll rank the top teams.
Flavored by Flame Broiler, Simply Healthy.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Your AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. CuneFlowersCoffee.com.
For every special occasion, Kuhn Flowers can deliver a beautiful floral arrangement with a click, a call, or a visit to one of their beautiful showrooms. This is E.T., and when you need to show someone you love them, remember, think Kuhn Flowers.
I've worked with a lot of advertisers over the years, and you learn pretty quickly which ones are selling something and which ones actually care what happens after the sale. I'm Greg Gajewski, and when Awaken 180 first came to 1010XL, it started with Mike Dempsey, then Matt Hayes. From that first call, they wanted to understand our audience, not just buy a schedule. I talked with Paige, learned how the program worked, and at one point said, we got a guy, hacker, that could really use this. And her answer was immediate, let's help him. That's their entire mission. That's always been their answer. No revolving door, no corporate runaround. Paige never franchised Awaken 180 because she wants every coach, client, and endorser to feel supported. I saw that as a business partner, and then I experienced it myself. I went on the program and lost 50 pounds. That's why I endorse Awaken 180, not just because they're a 1010XL client, but because they care about people, and you feel it every day. Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Are you gonna be? Say that you're gonna be.
Bill Barnwell has predicted 5 NFL teams to improve in 2026.
Come on, Billy.
This, to me, is always easier to predict than the good teams that you want to say are going to lose 5 extra games. That's always harder, right? And, people would put the Jags and other teams like that seemingly came out of nowhere in that category. At the end of the day, it's like science. There are going to be 7 new teams in and 7 out.
Well, let's give Bill a little bit of credit. Bill, since the column debuted in 2017, he's gone 35-8 and making his doing those 5 picks, teams that will be better. Now, is it hard? Well, I don't know. You can find a good team that had a bad year, and you immediately pick those guys, right? When you pick those guys, or you can find a team that had 2 wins and say they're going to be better.
So do this, and let's do it this way. Instead of looking at his list straight up, let's look at last year's standings.
Okay,
and find 5 that you feel pretty. But was there? I haven't read the setup. Is there like a minimum number improvement that you have to get?
I don't know.
Because to me, it can be either a minimum number improvement, like a big improvement in wins, like a team like the Giants might fall into that category,
right?
Or it's a team that was decent but missed the playoffs, so they'll be a playoff team this year. Someone like the Lions would come to mind there. But I don't have their records
like
in front
the
of me.
Bengals. I would jump on the Bengals. That'd be one I picked. 6-11 a year ago. Improve their defense. Joe Burrow's healthy. The Bengals will have a better record. I don't know if that's how the parameters are to suggest it, but that would be a team I would pick.
Okay, and I would counter with another team from the AFC in a similar boat, and that would be the Chiefs.
Okay.
Right? You lost Patrick Mahomes. There's a reason
Very good.
You went to, they were 6-11 a year ago.
Yeah.
So, 11-6 wouldn't seem like a huge jump, and that's a 5-win swing.
I might bring you, I got a couple in the NFC. I might bring you New Orleans.
Yeah.
6-11 a year ago. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to be, 11-6, but I think they could win 7, 8, 9 games.
I'll tell you a team that I'm shocked was this good last year. I didn't fancy the Niners were 12-5. That was a better year than I thought they had. Well, if I had to go with one, I think I would go. Now, it's one of the two. And who do you trust more?
Right.
And I guess I'm going to trust the guy who won a Super Bowl. I'm going to go the Giants at 4-13. They don't have to go crazy to be 8 or 9 wins.
Giants are the Commanders, is what you're thinking?
Yeah, the Commanders would be the other. They're 5-12. They're right there with them. So
let's see who Bill picked.
All right.
We just threw a few names at you, but let's go back to Bill.
The Chiefs. That makes sense.
Chiefs. Giants. The Jets.
The Jets, huh?
They only won 3.
Well, still, I don't know about that Jets. He does have the Lions.
The Lions, who missed the playoffs.
They're 9-8, though. I like your Bengals pick more than the Lions because there's so much more room to make up.
And Baltimore. What was Baltimore last year?
8-9, maybe?
Let me look real quick.
8-9?
8-9, yeah. 8-9.
But again, they missed Lamar for some of those games.
Chiefs are the easy one.
I guess the Bengals, because of the division they're in, is
I'm
why.
shocked he didn't pick the Bengals.
Yeah, I am too.
That would have been probably my number one.
Because Burrow missed half the year, didn't he?
Yeah. And I'm not sold on the Giants being like a playoff team, but
they've got such a low. I know you're not big on him, but Jackson Dart had a good year.
Yeah, right.
For a rookie on a bad team.
Sure.
I mean, he had 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I don't know what that equates to in a passer rating. I'm sure he made, the overall yards weren't through the roof. Let's see. 14 games, 63%, 15 touchdowns, 5 picks, and 91.7 rating.
He's
so
good
as a
on
rookie.
one of the things I think you look at, and it worked for us as far as our improvement, is kind of the law of averages on things. Like the Jets last year were terrible. But remember the thing about the Jets? They didn't pick off a pass the whole year.
Did they have even a turnover, was it? Or?
Well, no, but they were only 31st in fumbles. So they're going to do better there, and that equates to wins. So if you play it that way, the law of averages catches up. They're not going to go a whole year without getting an interception. They're going to intercept balls this year, and they're going to do fine. And so that will help them get some victories, I think. And I think those are some of the things that you look at in terms of adjustments that happened over a 17-game period the following season. The Jags had all those one-score losses, and you knew that evens out, and it does start to even out, and it did even out. So anyway, going forward, I think that is something to pay attention to when you see it. But the
Titans could improve too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They didn't have a lot of wins. It's all going to be about the quarterback there.
I hate saying that. I don't like to say anything nice about the Titans. I was watching the game last night, and I'm going to say it again. I've said it twice now. I like the blue in the uni. I like the blue.
It's harken back to those Oilers days.
It's the Oilers. I kind of like that. I like that bluish. I don't know what it is. Just the only thing I'm going to say nice about the Titans, though. Otherwise,
well, and that's their uniform. I think that you get.
Well, they changed it though, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't that blue before, was it?
No, it looks more. It almost like it's like an Oilers uniform, except in that oil derrick you have the Titans logo.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it looks like.
I hate the logo. I hate the Titans. I like the blue.
The Titans get. I think it's probably even more important to them than it is for a team like the Jaguars. But they get a nice friendly game at home against the Jets to start.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully get out with a win there.
Somebody's going to be happy coming out of there.
Then they got to play the Eagles at home. Then they're at the Giants. So can they, if you're the Titans, can you go 2-1 there?
Yeah.
If not, you're 1-2. You're going to Baltimore. You're 1-3. Then you got Houston at Indy, and suddenly you look up and you're 2-5, and hoping you can beat the Browns at home this week.
Yeah. It'd be interesting, and we'll see. But yeah, the teams that go up, and then of course there will be teams, Jeff, that go down, and I don't think the Patriots are going 14-3 again. I just don't. I don't know about the Steelers at 10-7.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't done a ton of research on the Steelers per se.
Yeah. There'll be some teams hard pressed. Seattle going 14-3 again. And that division's tough. I don't think the Niners go 12-5.
I saw, what was I doing? I was looking. I had Google searched or Chat GPT'd, biggest value on the win totals, and his number one, Chat GPT's number one was the Jags. He projects the Jags to win like 11 or 12 games. It's 9.5 on the over under, but I think the Niners were 11.5. He had the over. I say he. The Google did. I had them going over 11 because I'm with you. I mean, they did get Kittle off the PUP list, so that's good news. And McCaffrey practiced again yesterday. It's all about McCaffrey out there, you would think. If he stays healthy, they win 10, 12 games every year. If he doesn't, then they fall back a little.
Who are their receivers?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
No. But they are Debo, they're Stribling, they're Mike Evans, they're Christian Kirk. Now, they're banged up right now, but, and Kittle, obviously.
Yeah.
And they also, their other tight end is that guy that was for Green Bay, Tongas. He's okay if you got to fill in for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Pretty efficient, right? Well, he's proven that.
Yeah.
Dude's going to go out and get you 100 passer rating and, limit the mistakes for the most part. All right.
20 touchdowns, 10 picks last year, 2,100 yards in 9 games.
It wasn't his best year.
No.
And what was the passer rating? Wasn't it still good, though?
He's one of those guys.
How, though?
He's one of those guys.
With the 20 and 10. I don't understand how.
Sometimes they get that name and they just,
But is it low, the pass?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, 100 with 20 and 10. I don't get it. It's weird. All right. To me, there's only one super intriguing aspect left to this training camp push toward the regular season and the roster that they're going to have to come down to on next Sunday. There's only one trying to fit multiple pieces into fewer holes.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about that when we come back on the other side.
Oh, that's a tease.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do know it's a Next Gen Roofing Monday.
What I do know is the 9 o'clock nasty.
Oh, no.
Is coming up.
Oh, dear.
And E.
Yeah.
I know you're back. It's Monday. Certainly you ran across some nasty this weekend.
Oh, I definitely ran across some nasty.
Mm-hmm. It's all coming up.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Picture the greatest amusement park you've ever been to as a kid. Now imagine a place nothing like it and a million times better. That's where we are.
1010XL.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Frank Francie here. The deals at Nimnik Buick GMC have never been better. This month, save up to $16,000 off a new GMC Sierra truck, the kind I drive, and I love it. Or save more than $6,000 on a new Buick SUV. Plus, 0% financing for 60 months is now available. With the largest selection of new Buicks and GMCs in the region, why would you go anywhere else? Shop online at NimnikBuickGMC.com or head to the showroom off Phillips Highway. Great prices, great interest rates. Who takes care of you? Really takes care of you? Nobody but Nimnik. GMC, we are professional grade.
How will the Gators do? Find out what we're thinking as we preview the season, breaking down each game and predicting their record. Follow the fireworks and the fun on the 1010XL Gators YouTube channel.
Served up by Jets Pizza. It's not pizza, it's Jets.
Hey, gang, you might be aware credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payment, so they're getting nowhere. But here's what many homeowners don't realize. That use the equity in your home. You can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash, and with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved, saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part with Loan Pronto. You can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com, see how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto. 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
Hey, Jaguars fans, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the team as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the 2026 Everbank Shadows Experience promotion are from 8/17/26 to 12/20/26. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. Member FDIC.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Insurance companies have teams of lawyers working to protect their bottom line. I'm Chris Campione of Campione Law, and you deserve someone just as focused on protecting your bottom line. We go head-to-head with insurance companies every day, and they know our name. Giving you peace of mind and delivering results is our job. With no fees unless we win, there's no risk to get the help you need. Visit CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campion, Campion Law.
Hey, Hicken here. Celebrate the month of August with Zero Res and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $119 plus a free hallway for the remainder of the month. Book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and take advantage of the savings. Tell them 1010XL sent you.
Zero Res.
All right, gang, college football is back. It's officially week 0, so whether you want to predictively trade on some of this weekend's outcome or maybe you're looking longer into the season, who makes the playoffs, who wins their conference, who takes home the national title, more on a long shot there in just a second. But on Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform, you can trade those predictions in a live market. What if Florida wins the national championship? The Gators are currently trading at just 2%. That means a $10 trade would pay $470 if they win it all this season. Sure, that's a big if, but hey, it's there on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy into and out of your position. Trade the draft pick, trade the game, and trade more on Kalshi. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. One of the biggest changes we've seen in fine jewelry over the last 25 years has been the growth of jewelry designers. At Underwoods, we're the leader, bringing to North Florida the best names in designer jewelry. In fact, we carry designer lines in a similar way to how clothing stores carry designer labels. The difference is that jewelry designers have to be a little more timeless in their presentations because nobody wants to buy a fine piece of jewelry only to find out the next year it's gone out of style. That's why you'll find at Underwoods the best of the jewelry designer names, those that are tried and true and popular. Names like David Yerman, Roberto Coin, John Hardy, Marco Bichico, Jude Francis, Lagos, Hippolyta, and a lot more are all available right now at Underwoods. So if you want the best looks in designer jewelry, stop by Underwoods, San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
As your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, head coach Liam Cohen liked what he saw from one of his running backs on Sunday.
There has to be real intentionality and not just, okay, this is another training camp practice. I thought, like Chris Rodriguez today, he practiced that way.
The Jags shuffled the deck. Jacksonville signs defensive tackle Tommy Akingvaso and waives rookie corner Devin Marshall with an injury tag as Marshall heads to IR. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:05 and it's 81 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because it's Mr. Nasty time and it's coming up next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
Naughty girls need love.
Yes, they do.
All right, in honor of a couple of
You got some nasties?
burgeoning storylines,
Oh, yeah.
I've got
to me.
this. College football starts this week.
Oh, that's not nasty.
That's not.
No, this is not nasty. I'm not doing the nasty. You guys get your nasty corralled. We'll get to it.
Oh, you started it.
I didn't start
kinda
anything.
teased
No,
into
the
it.
way you
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I got two emerging storylines. Who
What do you-
draws nasty out of that comment?
Let's see. We just heard naughty girls need love
Well,
too.
I mean, that's what he pays every time. I don't
Not
know what
every
to tell you.
time.
All
Not
right.
every
Anyway, I'm going to do this. What I was going to say, you've stunted my momentum.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're going to play Stop the Cap.
Stop the cap. Yes, sir. Hold on.
This is a hard one. So you can't, E.T. can't play because he wouldn't know the answers.
All right.
But I want to know, you can at least decide. Maybe I'll be the arbiter here. Dan, can I have in front of me the top 10 Tennessee Volunteer quarterbacks in career wins?
Okay.
How many of the top 10 can you get?
One.
Do you think only one in all
No,
seriousness?
I can get
Poor Hicks. You're going to have to learn how to pull some of these and throw them this way. He's the guinea pig.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know how many I
can get.
I said one that would have. I said a guy I thought may have
I
been
can get-
second. I got eliminated when
I get 4.
played it myself. Okay, here we are. Cap or no cap? Can you get 4 of the top 10 in wins? Not
he
yards.
can go 5.
Can you go
Nah,
5?
I could probably go 3.
3.
Yeah,
3?
I
You
could
want to
go
make? You
3.
want to cap?
And you're going to stop the cap.
You can cap. Yeah, you could cap him
Stop
at
the
3.
cap.
You can do 3. He went for 3.
I think I could do 3.
Okay, 3 Tennessee Volunteers in wins. Is that? Are you accepting this or no?
No,
He
I
went
said 4.
Yeah, you'd have to go 5.
Yeah, I can't
He
do
ain't
5.
All right, he's
He
going
said
4.
stop the cap.
Wins again, not yards, not wins. Total wins. The one that surprised me is not in the top 10. I would have lost right off the bat. So use that as a context clue, if you will.
Oh.
Yeah, I would have thought this guy would have definitely been in the top 5, and he didn't show up in the top 10. He was just outside of it. But
Can
anyway,
you give me the numbers? Like,
yeah, no,
what's the most?
39 for your leader. 39.
What's the least?
In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, my guy is 10th. He would have worked. I was thinking top 5. And the least is 19. Career quarterback wins at the University of Tennessee. Number 1 should be easy. Why hasn't that one come out yet?
Peyton.
Yeah, Peyton is number 1, 39. And
I don't. What's the lowest number?
19.
All right, so I'll take T.
T. Martin had 22. He is he's 7th.
All right.
7th.
I'm thinking about guys who played a long time. Did you? I want to say
it's a combination of guys that played a long time and guys that played a couple of really good productive years. But I would say
How about
2 and 3 on this list played 4 years at Tennessee though, and played a lot all 4 years.
How about the I'd like to guess the aerospace engineer. I'd like to guess.
What was his name?
He played a lot of years. Joshua Dobbs.
Yeah. Joshua Dobbs is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Stop the cap.
He's tied for 5th, 23 wins. So we're at 3.
I need one more. All right, I'm gonna roll the dice on this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with one-time number 5 overall pick, Heath Schuler.
Okay, see, that's the one that I told you would have ended the game for me. I went top 5. Let me double check. He's top 10. He may have shown up 10th, but he's down the list. I think, though, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Come on, Heath.
9. Heath Schuler is 10th with 19 wins.
Cap winner.
I'll tell you this, though. This one will shock you.
I got one more.
Okay.
Only because I remember this guy played a lot of years, and I was at Florida. I was, so I'm going to guess. I'm not positive, but didn't Andy Kelly play a lot of years?
Andy Kelly, he was 88 to 91. Yeah, he's 4th.
And let me go one more.
He had 24.
Let me go one more in honor of my good friend Charles Davis, who I grew up with.
Yeah, that guy's on the list.
He loved Condrich Holloway.
I grew up in Middle Tennessee.
And I know Mr. Ten's a big Condrich Holloway fan.
Yeah, I grew up in Middle Tennessee, and Condrich Holloway was a big deal. He had 23 wins. He's tied with Josh Dobbs.
Who knows volunteer football, baby?
Here's what'll shock you. You ready? You ready? Number 2 and number 3, with 34 wins and 27 wins, held the position between the two of them from 2000 to 2007. Can you name the two guys?
Say again now. 2 and 3?
Number 2 and 3 with 34 wins and 27 wins held the job between, one and then the other from 2000 to 2007. One of them had it from 2000 to 2003. The next had it from 04 to 07.
I'd like to phone a friend.
You can't do that with Mr. 10.
Charlton K. Gainey, please.
Yeah, you can't do that.
How about Clausen or
Clausen is second, 34.
Clausen is second.
Yeah,
I got that right.
And then the third is another famous familial name. Although I don't know if he's actually related to the name that you think of with this guy.
I was like, I wonder if they're related.
I think he is, but I'm not positive.
Who is it?
Eric Ainge. Is he related to Danny Ainge? I can't remember.
I think he's like a nephew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric Ainge is second and third.
Wow.
Clausen and Ainge.
Wow.
Who between
Good
them,
times.
Well, between them won checks notes nothing, did they?
I don't think so.
I don't even know if they. Yeah, Mr. 10 could clear that up for us a little bit as well.
I want to give a shout out, anti-nasty here.
Okay.
Shout out to this young lady, this Florida pilot, Faith Tenkley, just 23 years old.
Okay.
Faith's going to pick up her family in the Bahamas. She's a pilot.
All right.
So she's going.
She leaves South Florida somewhere.
Yeah, she's got to head out there. She's in that Piper PA-30 prop plane.
I sold a Piper last month.
Proper.
Yeah. Never get in a prop plane, ladies and gentlemen. Take it from Uncle Jeff. Never get in a prop plane. I don't care how free it is.
Right engine starts to go.
Well, that'll happen. It's a prop plane.
She's only about 15 miles offshore. She goes, that's not good. I better turn back.
Let's take her
She's
down.
going to hit Boca. She's going to go to Boca.
Okay.
Boca Raton Airport.
Sure.
A lot of people don't know that means the mouth of the rat.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Boca Raton.
Boca Raton. So she said, well, that wasn't the safest option. So during the descent, she's starting to think about safety and, basically, how am I going to live? We got a problem here because guess what? Not only did the right engine fail, the landing gear ain't coming out.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So what did she do? She went down the coast, man, and she landed that sucker right in the
Biscayne
water.
Bay?
Right on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the water. So,
Yeah,
and was able to get out of there. And she left in Fort Myers and got in trouble about 15 miles off of Boca Raton.
Fort Myers on the other side of the state. So she flew across the state and then got out. Yeah,
She said she was incredibly relieved that she was able to swim away from the incident. Just took that thing right down into the water.
Yeah, that's why I can't endorse getting on a prop plane. And again, I know there are prop plane owners out there, and God bless you.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it.
Jacko used to try to get us up there.
No. Death defying with Jack O'Brien. No, thank you.
It's quite frankly still amazing Jacko's still with us.
Yeah, Jacko has done a lot.
Now, he doesn't fly as much as he used to, but.
All right,
and then don't forget, of course, Jacko's good friend, the Wiener.
Sure, high flying with Jacko and the Wiener.
And the Wiener.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Wiener.
It's fantastic. I believe the program still airs.
Is it still on?
I believe
Sunday mornings?
I don't know if it's every Sunday.
It's not every Sunday.
Yeah.
He's done a couple of those shows back in the day.
And is the Wiener still big in the process?
Did you meet the Wiener?
I haven't. I don't think
You never met the Wiener?
He was always via the phone line. Okay.
A lot of people don't know that you love the Wiener.
Jacko and the Wiener.
On, bro. Bro,
is that true or not?
False.
Wouldn't it be funny if the Wiener's real name was Oscar Mayer, so that's why they called him the Wiener?
That'd be great.
All right, but Jacko with Oscar Mayer doesn't sound the same?
No.
Yeah, death defying with Jack O'Brien. Stay out of those prop
And the
planes.
Wiener.
And the Wiener, sure. I have narrowed down the entire preseason really to just one question.
Okay.
As far as any kind of shuffling, and I know that fifth corner may technically up for grabs, and how the linebacker / edge rusher is defined. I still think we can tell you the personnel that will occupy them.
Mm-hmm.
But the one area that I think is legitimately muddy is, look, they had 9 guys last year on the 53 at this time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Those same 9 are all here. Macari, Adoga, Monheim, Hainsey, Milam, Van Lannen, Little, Harrison, except for Pregnon.
Yeah.
But he's this year's.
Okay.
So you had the 9 back, and you got Pregnon, and you traded for Fa'alele. So you've got if you keep 9, now maybe with Travis Hunter and the unique way that he could fit into a spot and not really be in the spot,
right?
Maybe you keep 10,
right?
But tell me which 2 will be gone. That's a hard, and I can more quickly answer that question in the other positions we're talking about, or at least I can have a stronger opinion. I wonder at the end of the day if we don't see this. If Van Lannen is back and healthy, you put Macari on the pup.
Liam Cohen said yesterday depends on how he practices Browns week.
Yes, he's going to build it up. But if he is, now this theory goes away if Van Lannen isn't healthy.
Right.
But to get to that 9, if you do 9 again, you put Macari on the pup. You trade Walker Little for a 5th, hopefully conditional 4th rounder.
Walker Little.
Well, I'm wondering if that's not the direction that they go. And then you allow Fa'alele, Adoga, and Macari when he comes off the pup. 2 of those 3 stay. Now, I'm with you. I don't think they trade Walker Little, but I think if they didn't have the injury issues that they would. Of course, they didn't have the injury issues. They probably wouldn't have Fa'alele either.
Yeah.
Would it seem flippant to give up a 6th-round pick and then turn around and cut him at the end of cuts?
Wouldn't be great.
Mr. 10 do you agree? Is there any other position that you have really any questions about?
I think there's some down the liners. I haven't seen he's not getting cut, but I mean, Ransaw hadn't done much back there. But again, these are all back of the line.
And he's pretty safe, I think, when it comes. If you look at what they did last year by position, who occupy those, and then you look this year, he would seem safe, unless there's a guy that is flashing to them that's not to us.
Well, Mr. 10 is celebrating the Vols naming 5-star freshman quarterback Faison Brandon as their starting quarterback. Today's name the starting quarterbacks like USF named theirs. The Browns are going to name theirs. Good morning, Charlton K.
Good morning, gentlemen. It makes me feel good when I hear you talking about the Vols.
Yeah.
And just real quick to give you the difference in Clausen and Ainge. I mean, Clausen was one of the things he was 14-1 on the road, including wins in Gainesville and Tuscaloosa.
Isn't Clausen the
34-32?
Yeah, he was that guy.
2001.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Number 2 Gators shut down Rex Grossman.
Shut your mouth.
Well, they're especially memorable, Hick, because Tennessee won like 3 in 30 years, so that one stands out.
Yeah, you do remember.
Well, no, that was that one. I mean, well, the other one, so from an Ainge thing, I was just telling you that Clausen to me will be all, from that win, having been there, for that one. That was
he's better
very
than we
special.
remember. Yeah, that's that what you just
Yeah,
said.
he-
15-1 on the road, a win in Gainesville, which was pretty much Travis Henry, but nonetheless, yeah, he. I remember leading the band down in Gainesville. I didn't like it at all. I was down there for that game.
Yeah. Now for Ainge, he also beat the Gators, and then but the one I remember from Ainge was we had to play in LSU. The game was postponed because of Katrina. We went down there. They barely had electricity. They rocked the bus as we go in there. It was a classic game where he got spun around. He threw it out of the end zone. They ended up coming back and going down and winning in overtime and shutting them down. But Ainge had pretty good. Those were two great quarterbacks. And then after that was the end of Fulmer, because the next 5, we went into the abyss after 2007 when Ainge left. So
I thought you were going to call to tell me how impressed you were with my Tennessee quarterback knowledge that I just
you are super. I think you're. I'm bringing you over to the right side. I think
you're not
really
bringing me anywhere. I was going to respond if you could do the same with the Gator quarterbacks, but I know you can't, so I don't want to embarrass you.
There's too many with a lot of wins, Tim, so you don't know. And like 19 isn't going to cut it.
Derek Gaffney.
I know you can go back.
I mean, look. I could probably sit down and I thought about it and go through them all. I mean, the one that stuck a knife in my heart many times was your boy Danny. So
yeah, oh yeah,
I mean, you had some good ones, Grossman. Your buddy Shane Matthews.
Yeah.
Saw him losing 92 in the rain up there.
Oh yeah.
Most Phillips. 72-yard screen pass touchdown in the rain.
I think Timmy did pretty good against you guys, didn't he?
Yeah, he threw my favorite Timmy T touchdown was at 100 yards to Eric Berry. Eric took it back 100 yards.
Get out of here.
Go on!
Get him out of here.
Here we are, by the way, for you Gator fans. Tebow and Chris Leak both tied with 35 wins.
Yeah.
Danny Werfel had 32.
Mm-hmm.
Shane Matthews had 27. Kerwin Bell, 25.
Yeah.
Rex Grossman, 23. Steve Spurrier, 20. John Reeves, 16.
In one way, you would think that those records will be ripe to be broken, but in another way, because kids don't stay at schools very long, maybe they won't, because you play more games now in the year. So, I mean, like Mendoza, Indiana's got 16 dubs from last year, right?
But like to your point, so many are going to start their career somewhere else.
Right.
So they're going to leave 30 or
So
16, like Mintz. I don't have any as at Tulane and Duke, a bunch.
Yeah.
But it'll go to Miami, and it'll only be Canes wins.
We got to take a break. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I got 3 words for you. 1. Coward. 2. Hayes. 3. Searcy. 3 characters, 3 opinions, always entertaining.
XL Primetime.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, gang, the investment landscape is always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But ITP Partners, man, one thing always stays constant, and that's our commitment to your financial future. Whether we'll consolidate your accounts, roll over an old 401k, help you maximize your pension programs, we help you make your financial journey simple and smart. And our ITP Partners, man, nobody better. Janice Cobb, shout out. Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, Reed Wingate, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan, man. Your personalized investment strategy built on trust, transparency, and experience. It's summer. Get that money in motion. What are you waiting on, man? Let them eat. Let ITP Partners help you pursue your financial goals so you can focus on what matters most. Stable, strategic, secure. ITP Partners constantly working to be your financial partners for life. Registered representatives offering securities offered through Cetera Wealth Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC, and advisory services offered through Blue Horizon Equity, Inc.
25 weeks comes down to this. You ready? 3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
I'm Tom McManus, and after each training camp practice, you'll get my instant reaction with everything I saw from the Miller Electric Center. Get my observations from the practice field, served up by No Way Jose Mexican Bar and Grill, and only on the 1010XL social channels.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two. This is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right. Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, Checkmate's chessman and, you may be surprised, newfound fan of American football.
Really? You?
Absolutely. Listen to this. Duval!
It's Duval, Chester. Duval.
That's what I said. Duval!
Vol. Vol.
Vol. The point is, Brendan, with football season approaching and friends dropping by your house to watch the games, there's no better time to spiff up your garage with a beautiful, durable, polymer-coated floor.
We can even do it in team colors for the real fans out there.
Oh, that is a good idea.
A garage floor your friends will love?
Check. In a color that makes you proud?
Check. Installed by locals who can actually pronounce Duval?
Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate. Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back to the show. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM. We got a little couple of the boys coming up from Tampa today for a little golf outing a little bit later today. So a shout out to Uncle V and Sport. They're making their way up here. So we'll see how that goes.
I have a fun little segment here.
What do you got? Because we got trending, too.
Well, we're going to get right to that.
Yeah. Stop the cap!
First, I have...
Is that what we got to get? Another edition?
No, it's not Stop the Cap.
Oh, okay.
This is how we're going to determine. This only seems fair. I have in front of me here in this week's Jacksonville Business Journal.
Okay.
Shout out.
All right.
They've gone to the painstaking research here to list the 20 wealthiest zip codes on the First Coast.
Very good.
So I thought it'd be only fair, sight unseen here, between Dan, myself, and E.T.
Yeah, who's the rich guy?
Who's the rich guy? So whoever's the richest guy here, whoever's in the wealthiest zip code, is going to have to bring in breakfast now daily.
I think that's fair.
Right? Wealthiest like the wealthiest zip codes in the Jacksonville area. We'll start at the top, which is 32,250. So congrats to them.
No, that's not me.
Per capita income over there, 76 grand. So well done there, 2250.
It ain't you,
knock
boy.
yourselves out. All right.
I'll give you mine.
Yeah. So let me let's go one by one. First, let's go with I'll give you my zip code. We'll do that. That's fair. I started this mess. I don't want to be the one that buys lunch. I'm hoping here that the Duke of Pablo Bay out there on the other side of the ditch,
Shout out.
he'd be, near the top of the zip code list.
Let's go, peeps.
Let's see here. So, all right.
I'm Duval, baby. I'm Duval.
This is both. This is St. John's, Duval,
Okay.
Nassau.
Well, I don't live in the ritzy St. John's. I stayed Duval strong, baby.
32259.
One of those guys like you went running for the hills.
I don't know how many zip codes there are, but
where are you?
The 32259. See, we rank just a middle. I'm just middle American, buddy. 14th.
Okay.
14th. So I mean, Pablo.
What's the number?
Pablo's got to be way ahead of that.
Pablo got to be up there.
Let's see.
What's your number?
What's this per capita income?
What's your
there?
per capita over there?
Let's say in 56,233. I need a raise if I'm gonna get up to that kind of number. 56 grand. All right. So, Hick, what's your zip code?
32224.
32224. That's gonna be up the top. Here's 32223. You sure that's not
Shout
yours?
out. No, I'm 24, baby.
Because that's number 3. 32223.
No.
All right. Well, what about
Where am I?
32233? No, that's not you.
No.
32204.
32224.
Well, I got 32204 is 8. 32224? Yeah, 322. What kind of peasant are you? You don't crack the top 20, man. How's that?
No, that ain't right.
E.T., what's your zip code?
Duval,
there, friend?
baby. Duval.
We go out to Clay County. What you
Clay
got?
County, let's go 32003.
32003.
Yes, sir.
Scanning on the list. Fleming Island, Florida. Number 5, wealthiest zip code. We see all the money. Let's see where all the money is here in the
Rich
studio.
Ease.
I mean, Rich is here. I mean, Rich doesn't even say it, man.
Stop the cap.
Yeah.
03, number 5 on the list. E.T.
The only day you don't have to buy breakfast is tomorrow because we have brunch with the tour, but I'll see you Wednesday, man. I'm excited.
By the way, per capita income doesn't matter, I suppose, because here's one in Ponte Vedra where the per capita is 93,000. So I don't know how that does it. Maybe there's some other median that they're using, but they're
I love you, Duval.
For sure. I mean, I didn't know he had that kind of money. Did you, Hick?
No.
5th wealthiest zip code, and they just living there.
Well, I mean, that makes 3 of us because I didn't know I had
playing
it either.
every country club in Jacksonville, acting like he's not.
America's favorite guest.
All right.
Yeah, he is. Country club guy. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back, catch up, and see what's trending. He has prepared a hotspot list of what he's got for us, so we'll do that next here on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. In life, only the best things stand the test of time, like radio play-by-play.
I think it's bigger than it seems, and if you're one of these players or one of these coaches, it's the biggest thing in your life.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL.
Hey, gang, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology, man. Ain't nobody better. Listen, hot time in the city. The sun's out, guns out, but protect that skin, all right? That's what Beaches Dermatology wants you to do. They want you to wear those long sleeve dry fits. Those floppy hats protect those ears. If something does show up, though, do yourself a favor. Go online, beachesdermatology.com. Find the Beaches Dermatology that best serves you. I go the one off Solano Road. I've been seeing Dr. Metz, Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Fader for years and years and years. I appreciate those guys so very much for all the good work they do, keeping my skin safe. Thank you very much for all your skincare needs and all your skincare products. It's real easy. Beaches Dermatology, beachesdermatology.com.
If you can hear that sound, you probably already know why we're here. That's a roof leak. Congratulations, you now have an indoor water feature. At Endless Summer Roofing, we specialize in removing water features from places they shouldn't be, like your living room, your bedroom, your other room. We use quality materials, show up when we say we will, and won't suggest duct tape as a long-term solution. Radical, I know. EndlessSummerRoofing.com. Your ceiling will thank you, eventually.
Jacksonville homes are selling, but it could take months and a low price, lower than you want to sell. It could. Doesn't have to. Getting top price means aggressive marketing, and Chad and Sandy Newman are the Jacksonville experts who've proven systems that are going to drive demand and sell your home. So if you need to sell now, Chad and Sandy get instant offers. Fast, easy, stress-free. Max price, they're going to aggressively market. And whether you're buying or selling, fast or max, Chad and Sandy have the proven plan guaranteed. How's this for a bottom line? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date, agree, and move on. Keith in Atlantic Beach. I wanted to move my parents closer. They needed a lot of help getting their home ready for sale. Finding a new one. Medical issues made things even more challenging. I called Chad and Sandy because I heard their stories on the radio. The Chad and Sandy team, compassionate and professional, and got the job done. My folks' home sold the very first weekend for $1.2 million. Call Chad and Sandy today.
Yeah, I know how awful it is to get injured, but not like my friend Tom, who got rear-ended last year. Tom McManus here. Morgan & Morgan can help you. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the nation. 1,000 lawyers, 100 offices across the nation, and over $30 billion recovered. And guess what? They don't get a single penny unless you do. A proven track record with backup. Hard to find these days, but not with Morgan & Morgan. For the people, that's right. Get injured due to someone's neglect, get paid. Dial pound law or check out forthepeople.com.
Come to Monahan Jewelers store-wide 40 to 50% off sale going on now for a very limited time. Everything on display is 40 to 50% off at Monahan Jewelers. We've bought so much brand new jewelry, we need to make room for it. Diamond jewelry, engagement semi-mounts, colored gemstones, even gold chains. Right now, everything on display at Monahan Jewelers is 40 to 50% off. Jewelry's going quick, so come to Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
With today's car prices, you need financing that fits your budget. Move forward with a better auto loan from First Florida Credit Union. Whether you're buying or refinancing, you'll benefit from competitive low rates, flexible terms, and up to 90 days with no payments. Stop by a branch or apply online at firstflorida.org/carloan. Enriching people every day. Membership eligibility required. Interest accrues during loan payment deferral period. Federally insured by NCUA. Details at firstflorida.org/carloan.
Hi, folks. Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee. My wife and I and a bunch of friends just got back from the farm, and we had an incredible experience. We toured the regenerative farm, as well as the beautiful handcrafted cabins, and were treated to a fantastic farm-to-table dinner created by Congreve and Penn. Man, was it good. Well, you can learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com. And even hear my interview with farm co-founder Doug Davis to learn even more about this amazing property. That's okefarm.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
Well, we had plenty of golden moments to choose from a weekend that was. I think it's kind of the golden moment realization came Friday that, okay, they like the team they have. They know what their 53-man roster is. Let's go ahead and get ready for Cleveland. And when you don't play any of the starters in week 2, I think you've kind of tipped your cap to the kind of football team you have. Teams that aren't confident can't afford to do that. Whether it's getting starters more seasoning, whether it's figuring out your best 53, there's a comfort level that comes as a fan base. And again, I'm oversimplifying this. If we went down there to the Jaguars, they wouldn't tell you that there's 3 spots up for grab, right? They'd say we're continuing to compete. You never know, where injuries or other things come along. But when you sit 37 on Friday night, it's a pretty clear indication that we feel good about our 53. And I think, and we've kind of talked about it from the offensive line standpoint, there may be just a couple of slight gray areas, but they're all down at the bottom. I mean, there's not even a battle for a starting job up for grabs. Is there? I mean, the O-line, depending on how it shifts out, is there a viable starting job unclaimed on this football team other than how the line shakes out? So that just speaks to what the decision making that's going on now. You're talking about who are you keeping, who are you practice squatting, and the strategy that may involve. But when they decided to sit 37 guys on Friday night, they told you we got our 53, we like them, let's get to work.
You ready to see what's trending?
I am.
Brought to you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners. Nobody better. 3 locations to serve you. The major leagues of cleaning, man. Free pickup and delivery, #1, but they do it all. And Michael P. Harris family been doing this for a long time, man. 30 plus years, almost 40. Means stability, means they know what they're doing, and they continue to expand. They have 3 locations, obviously, off Southside Boulevard in Ponte Vedra. They got kiosks 24/7 and a new one in St. Augustine, Oceanside Cleaners. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it. By the way, shout out to Jacob Young. Hell of a catch yesterday.
Man, he's made a bunch in his well, not so young anymore, but in his career, the Ponte Vedra, right?
Yeah, Ponte Vedra.
University of Florida.
And he's also hit better this year, too, so he's had a nice season.
Is he with the Nats still?
Yeah. Patrolling center field. Take it away.
Number 5.
Boys, if y'all
Yes.
look at today's date, do you know what today is?
Today is August 24th.
Uh-huh. Does that date have any significance?
Well,
does it ring a bell?
It does to me in my personal life, my family, but
oh,
not.
oh, does
not-
it?
Yeah.
August 24th doesn't stand out to me.
Today is National Kobe Day, 8/24.
Oh, Kobe Day.
Yeah, Kobe Day.
Oh, Kobe Day. Okay.
Uh-huh. And what's crazy about 8/24 is yesterday would have been his 48th birthday, 8/23.
Oh, wow.
So
Man,
yeah,
still incredible.
it's crazy. It's still
incredible.
And Jeff and I, we speak about this all the time. Kobe, he was definitely a superstar while he was in the league. Definitely beloved. I'd say Kobe is kind of like that. How we say everyone loves OBJ.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Kobe.
Well, like the athletes.
Yeah,
the,
the
yeah,
athletes.
yeah.
Like there's so many players, both active and retired, have Kobe Bryant tattoos.
Forget the personal side. I think his basketball legacy was enhanced by the tragic
And
way
that's
that he
where
passed.
I was getting to.
I
Like,
think it
yeah.
kind of brought,
Enhanced it.
Which again, it doesn't need a ton of enhancement, but he went from probably being considered like 15 to 20 to now you'll see
Top
people
10.
throw him in 5'10", and
Yeah.
I don't know if he belongs there, but he was obviously very good.
Number 4.
Well, what today also is Jeff and I, we've been talking about this today nationally, that Chick-fil-A breakfast sandwich drops.
Okay, the waffle and chicken.
Yeah, it's out now. Because I had some Goobers say they went up and they tried to.
Oh, they tried to take care of it. I'm sorry,
us.
Google. That's so nice of you to
They
do
tried
that.
to do it for us.
Tomorrow we got the Warhorse coming in. Yeah, let's load up on those waffle chicken sandwiches tomorrow, Stewie Moore. Let's go with about 6 or 8 of those bad boys.
So if you don't know, Chick-fil-A has a new breakfast sandwich. It's
Okay.
a chicken and waffle
Ooh, that
breakfast
sounds
sandwich.
good too,
Now
boy.
I hear it's tasty.
Okay, that's totally believable.
Number 3.
The one thing they've never put down in my neck of the woods, that whole corner, there's a Chick-fil-A. It's the weirdest thing. I guess the closest one to me would be like on San Jose Boulevard in Mandarin.
Today is also National Waffle Day. And the other day, Jeff and I had a little debate. Dan, I kind of want your perspective.
Okay.
I'm a French toast guy.
Yeah.
Jeff, I want to say you say you're a pancake guy with nice crispy edge, right?
Like I said, my answer to those 3 is yes. I love all 3 of those things, but if I don't have any of them for a year, I think a perfectly cooked pancake would be my favorite. And I love waffles and the airy fluffiness, and I love French toast. I eat that probably more than the others, but I think a perfect pancake for me.
Daniel.
Honestly, guys, that is so down low on my breakfast menu.
Word?
Yeah, I'm just being honest. But if I had to pick, I probably would choose a waffle over all 3. So I'd probably go.
A good waffle is good.
Waffle, French toast, and pancake.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I am almost never do I get French toast, waffles, or pancakes.
If I go,
never.
If we go out to breakfast, I always get one of those 3 in addition to the other
I'm with
things.
Jeff. Yep.
The one thing about the waffle, it does have that built-in convenience. It'll hold that syrup in those little pockets. Keeps your plate nice and neat. Just pour it right in those little pockets.
Number 2.
There's a particular Netflix TV show that I always hear is like the greatest television show of all time.
Talk to me.
Breaking Bad.
Okay, yeah.
I've never seen it, but I hear it. It's
Bro,
up there.
you guys, neither one of you seen that one. I'm telling you, this of all the shows that you
That's
is
the
a
one.
huge mistake not having seen. That's the one. That might be the number 1 all-time bingeable series. Now it's out.
Yeah, it's out there.
It's adult, but it's so good, and the acting's so good. I mean, I'm telling y'all, if you would do this, I mean, my guy will jump into Suits, no questions asked. I got you watching who knows what. And I can't get y'all to watch the best bingeable series that's ever aired.
Well, I bring that up because Breaking Bad Day is September 7th, and they say the greatest episode in that series, you'll be able to go watch it in selected theaters. And they say the greatest episode in Breaking Bad is the season 4 finale. Is that right, Jeff?
You're asking. I don't know. I watched the whole show. It was awesome. It was about 6-7 seasons, maybe. So I don't know what happened. I mean, if I looked at multiple choice and saw what happened, I don't remember any of them not being incredible. Like plot twist after plot twist after cliffhanger after plot. It's just epic. It's an epic show, man.
Number one.
And the number one trending topic, as I was strolling through my social media throughout the weekend, I saw one of my favorite people, Travis Hunter. He's becoming one of those just likable peoples. And can you imagine getting pulled over?
Yeah.
And Sheriff T.K. Waters comes over and license and registration, and then you look to the left of you, and then there's Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Apparently, Travis Hunter went on a ride-along with the sheriff sometime. I'm guessing it happened during the summer. And they dropped like a whole YouTube episode about it. Dan, did you see any clips of it?
I did see it. I saw clips. I think Travis at the end said, "Don't do drugs, kids," because they found some drugs in the stop that they had, and so. But yeah, interesting. Like, can you imagine those couple of those guys driving along? Huh? What an well, this isn't good, but yet, oh dear. Can I get an autograph before I go?
I've been told that they're opening a Chick-fil-A right there around the corner from me. So congratulations. And good news right there.
That's what's trending. Well done. Brought to you by friends at Oceanside Cleaners. We'll take a break and make the turn for home next here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infinity is always the top pick. This is Hayes Carlion. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infinity is inspected, factory-backed, with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship-level service as a brand-new Infinity? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfinity.com or visit Atlantic Infinity off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
Hey, Florida homeowners. Are your electric bills through the roof? Your old windows and doors could be the problem. Renewal by Andersen offers superior energy-efficient solutions. For a limited time, buy 4 windows and doors, get the 5th free, plus 12-month special financing. Don't let another hot Florida summer drive up your energy bills. Upgrade your home's comfort, beauty, and energy efficiency with Renewal by Andersen. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
The birth of a child is a time of joy, but when complications during delivery lead to injury or death, families are left with lifelong problems. If you believe a medical mistake contributed to a birth injury, protect yourself and your family by understanding your legal options. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets helps families evaluate medical negligence claims. No fees unless you recover damages. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership costs. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
Hey folks, it's Frank Frangie. Sometimes your vehicle needs service when it's least convenient for your budget. That's why Big Chief Tire offers 6-month free financing with a CFNA credit card, helping you get the tires and repairs you need now while spreading payments out over time. Don't put off important maintenance or safety repairs. Take care of your vehicle today and pay over time. Learn more at WeKeepJacksRollin.com. Big Chief Tire makes car care easier for Jacksonville drivers.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Daly's is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Daly's. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Daly's is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Daly's. Daly's is made fresh, it's made local, and Daly's is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, welcome back. Making the turn for home here on The Drill. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us on a Monday. We had a game on Friday. We got one more game on this Friday. Looks like the Astros have parted ways with their GM at the end of this season. So, his name is Dana Brown. Dana Brown is leaving. So, yeah, we shall see.
The Astros just through either fate or fortune are in it every year, and this year would be fortune because they're 65 and 66.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're a game under 500. You're tied for the division lead with Texas, which means I guess you're tied for the wild card if you're not, because the rest of the American League is also dog doo right now.
Yeah.
You've got, Texas. Actually, Houston would be the division leader, I guess, by tiebreaker. New York and Boston are way ahead in the wild card race. So the teams I'm about to mention won't catch them. But this thing shuffles every day. It's like put it in and it spits out something new.
Mm-hmm.
But now Texas and Cleveland are tied for the wild card lead. Toronto, 1.5 back. Minnesota, 2 back. Baltimore, 2 back. Seattle, now 3 back. And Detroit, 3.5. Detroit's lost 5 in a row and 8 of 10. They traded away their only 2 pitchers. It's probably time to eliminate them. But anyone from Seattle up is going to have a chance, and they're all going for one spot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a chance. But, I mean, I just, again, it's like you mentioned Seattle. I was thinking when we were talking, you talk about that kid who started both games, lost 22-0 and 17-2. And I'm like, you're not a playoff team if you're losing 2 times in a week, 22-0 and 17-2. I'm sorry.
I guess the only thing I would say is that worst wild card is going to play the worst division winner. That's going to be Houston, so they could very well win your first round series.
Yeah.
That and you're going to have New York and Boston have to play each other.
Yeah.
Right? That's how it's going to work. The Yankees and Red Sox are going to have to play in the wild card round. The worst division winner, which is going to be Houston, is going to play the worst wild card, which is going to be, one of those aforementioned. Toronto's the only one that would make me a little bit nervous, only because of the experience, and they got some good veteran hitters in that lineup, and the Cease has been terrific.
Yeah, Cease has been good. I was looking at this. I thought this was good. Maybe talked about it with Murph on Wednesday, just real quick. But baseball nicknames, are pretty good if you hit on a good one. And I saw this one listed all-time MLB nicknames. And Tony's here. Tony loves baseball too. So the Mad Hungarian is hard to beat.
Al Roboski, who part of that Braves team in the early '80s that flared up. He was on those teams.
Shoeless Joe Jackson's pretty good.
And Roboski, by the way, is we don't have those kinds of characters much in baseball anymore. Roboski would go behind the mound, between pitches, and give himself a pep talk and act crazy. And like every pitch.
Mark the Bird Fidrich, Oil Can Boyd, the Spaceman, Bill Lee. Blue Moon Odom was a pretty good one.
I wonder where the Blue Moon came, because something happened every Blue Moon probably is where you got that.
Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig.
Yeah.
One of my favorites that doesn't get much credit, the Human Rain Delay, Mike Hargrove.
He'd step in and out of the box. It'd take him forever to get through an at-bat. The pre-shot clock.
The Human Rain Delay. Play us out of here, E.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello, Tony.
Good morning.
What's cooking on a Monday for you guys?
Well, we'll be reacting to what we saw on Friday, obviously in the preseason game. Whatever there is worth reacting to, right? With
Amir Abdullah.
Yeah, with the 37 players, right, that they didn't even play.
37.
And I expect this week it to be the same thing against Tampa. Whatever work they're going to get in those 2 days of joint practice, and that'll be them getting ready for the season. Is whatever work they get done on the field here the next couple days against the Buccaneers coming up. It was funny. I saw Todd Bowles got asked about, whatever happened with Liam Cohen leaving last year. He's like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Essentially, he's like, we're friends. We text all the time. Like, no, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like that. Seems like the Bucs and Jags, though, that should bring them together that should be like your preseason. I mean, as this preseason stuff evolves, and nobody really wants to travel.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you look who the Jags were, New Orleans.
It makes sense.
Yeah, Carolina.
Week 3 of the preseason every year, as long as there is a week 3 of the preseason, it's like we come to you or we go to you.
Pretty simple.
Like it's one or the other. The Jets and Giants don't even have to move.
Right.
Right. To finish up the preseason.
Why
They're
not?
like, all right, it's this annual tradition. We'll do it again.
Used to call that back in the day, Tony, they used to call that in baseball, the Mayor's Trophy game. Mets and the Yankees would play every year. The Mayor's Trophy game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it feels like the Bucs have always been the most preeminent, along with the Dolphins. I would think we played them more in the preseason, but to your point, when it comes to the joint practices, might be in every year. The Bucs 14 times in the preseason, including this year's. That's more than anyone. Dolphins 13, Falcons 11, Panthers 10. Just like it seems that way.
Everybody in the neighborhood.
Right.
Especially lately. It seems like between the Bucs, Dolphins, Falcons, Panthers, 2 or 3 of those 4 have been on the schedule almost every year for the last 5 or 6.
Yeah, you don't do the preseason. It's like, well, we need to get the guys used to a long flight to get ready for a football game. It's like, so we can just get them off the flight and not let them play.
Right.
Like, what would the point be of any of that? So, keep it in the neighborhood.
All right, have a good show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars today. Jeff, our work is done.
It is. It's been a Next Gen Roofing Monday. Count on them for all your roofing needs. I promise you that, whether the storms rage or it's time for general upkeep. Trust our friends at nextgenroofing.com.
Time to swerve.
Swerve.